how much that I love you. Let me tell you, me one say. Let me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, said no chance. But you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder. What up my baby, that me love, that me love. And no dance and sing and a thing, because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. So me, we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under, I know. But your love in my life control that. I lay down my life this way, do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings, they come my way, and all the bad things, they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's the for me. What y'all doing? Greetings, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. How y'all doing? What y'all doing? I'm doing laundry. I was doing laundry. I was supposed to did this live at like 2 o'clock today. It's not 2 o'clock no longer, but that's all right. I got my people up here on the line. What's up, Maya? What's up, V?
What's up, Queen? Greetings. Greetings, everybody.
Well, finally made it. Finally made it. So we had some people turned in homework, right?
It was only like 3 or 4 people.
Okay, so then we done got a couple more then. I'm trying to see if you took the class or nothing outside of yourself class, or if you purchased it and you did the homework and you have any results. I want to see what your results are. If you have results from the homework. Gratitude and greetings, everyone. Hey, Charming. Because we had a few people then turned in their homework. Wait a minute. I was making TikTok reels. I'm not going to do that with you. All right. So I don't know if they are. Let's see. Cosmic TJ says that they are. I'm still receiving info from my homework. Let's see. I didn't understand on what homework would I miss, Mother. If you took the class or if you purchased you said I need to send mine and been procrastinating. Okay. So I was trying to just see if anybody wanted to, give their take on their homework, or if anything happened, or if, like what it is. Darby, you got anything? Maya J, did you do anything? You got anything?
Yeah, I did mine. I believe B Dub did hers as well. Um, mine, you said to speak with our oversoul and um, see what color we were connected to, or ask like something very basic to our oversoul and see if we receive an answer. And so the color that has been that I've been connected to is purple.
Mhm.
Um, and the question that I asked was where my life was going, if I was on the right track, and just I asked for confirmation of that. And in addition, which she had already given us our reports, gratitude to Eb the cardiologist, but I've spoken with Tanisha and Thetis since then. After I spoke, made my request known to my oversoul, and everything that I spoke with Thetis about, Tanisha confirmed, and I literally just spoke with her today. So that was my confirmation from my oversoul. So I thought that was pretty
Love that.
amazing. I've been on a high since then, so I'm really excited.
Okay. Okay. So do you feel like you got? Because you say you're overjoyed. I understand that, but do you feel like it was exactly what you thought it was gonna be, or was it something different, or are you just excited about what it is?
Um, it was more than I asked for, actually. I think
Okay.
that was the most defining moment for me, because I literally only asked for one thing. When you've spent so many years running and praying and crying and fasting and giving your all to an entity that doesn't care whether you live or die, you know what I'm saying? You kind of
Yeah.
get burnt out, you get a little unsure, maybe you get a little anxious because you don't really know what to ask. Um, it just seems so complicated, because it's like you get out of all of that and you're like, so what am I supposed to do with myself? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like I don't want to trouble the spirit, I don't want to bother the spirit, but I really need to know these things about myself. I need to know what I need to correct, I need to know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So, and
Mhm.
I can't always expect a reader to be in my beck and call to do that. Like, I have to be able to do something for myself.
Yeah.
So I that was really it. I was really being um humble when I asked. And so I don't know what moved my oversoul, or what happened. I don't know what shift happened, but I got more than I asked for. So I'm very, very grateful.
Okay. I love that. I see there are some people asking in the chat. Would you explain again what the homework was? The different. It's three different parts, isn't it?
Give me 1 second. Let me grab my notebook.
Okay. Because I know it was the color that you're drawn to for like a few days or for a week, and I know you're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
like ask the question or something or another, ask the question and wait for your result, or ask the deities like or speak to your oversoul. So I think it's like three different parts to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking.
What up, tap in with Tiff? How are you, pretty chocolate, peacefully humble, Evan Phoenix, Jessica Johnson, Quay Bailey. I want to make sure I get the questions correct.
All right, because I'll definitely. Oh, I think it was in the other notebook. Wait a minute, the
Hey, Soul
purple one.
Journey. You might need to purchase the class. Well, yeah. Hey, Tyrese.
So,
Just give us a minute, y'all. She gonna find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it, y'all. I just been doing like a bunch of stuff at one time. 1 second.
Listen, I'm impressed that you said you was about to bust out the nose.
Yeah, I be writing now.
What's up, Aaliyah?
Hey, you tell me about your experience. I'm looking for it. Well,
Yes. What's
greetings.
up, V?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Oh, I got it. Got it, Queen. Hold on, hold on, Victoria. Let me know. So the homework was to communicate with our oversoul, to ask something to return the answer quickly, to see what color you connected with, and to take note of the time and day and email your results.
Yes. Okay. That's why I wanted to
Where
make
oh
sure.
oh in addition to finding the natural color that you're drawn to, wear as much of that color as possible for a week.
Yes, to see what you like, how it resonates inside of your energy and what happens. No, I didn't see your Nick T. I didn't see your message about the drinks, Queen. I didn't see that. I
Okay,
have to look
Victoria,
for it.
come here.
What up, Goddess Energy? You can ask in meditation, or you could just ask. Just communicate. It's about the communication. What up, V?
Hey, greetings. Um, I did I did communicate with my oversoul. I haven't got um anything back yet, but I did communicate.
That's the only part you did.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the color part.
The who?
Color part. Color that you were drawn to.
Oh, the red. Um.
You say you was drawn to red.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many days did you wear it?
Much every day.
Yeah, pretty much every day.
So when you communicate with your oversoul, and you say you haven't received it yet, are you being clear? Make sure you're being clear about what you're asking as well. And it probably take a minute. Like I said, sometimes it takes a while for the spirit to give you what you're asking for, what you're looking for. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it's like just you know pick something that would be, you know. So just it's coming. I'm sure they're gonna answer, even if you want to ask again, Victoria. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, just to make sure, you know what I mean, that they
I
understand your clarity.
I totally understand. I asked inside of my head, because I didn't want anything around to
To
stop it from coming.
interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I asked it within. Um, but I understand, we think that when we ask spirit for something, it's supposed to happen right away, and it don't happen like that. Because we may not be in a receiving uh mode or a situation. Like we may need to be doing some more work before we can receive what we ask it over spirit for. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I have a lot of work that I need to be doing on my behalf before you can ask for something much more bigger. What can you take care of with little bit that you got?
So somebody says, what is the oversoul? So the oversoul was explained to me by physical people as being your guardian keeper, your original soul, right? So whatever, like I guess title you want to put on it, like your oversoul is your original soul, like what your keeper of your soul is, the very first one over all of the other souls you've had every time you've reincarnated, right? That's how it was explained to me when I was introduced to my oversoul. I was expecting for it to be like a lion, like Yehuda, but it wasn't. It was like a dragon type thing, and so as I was sitting here and I saw the question and I was getting ready to answer it, it feels like I almost want to explain it over or explain it again, but the way I want to explain it is almost um like say you've been here, you have your original soul that you came with, but it almost feels like to me like pieces of your soul experiencing different experiences of life, of different parts of the physical. And that's the way it really feels to me, like because it feels like your soul is still your soul, but it's different parts of your soul that are experiencing different things, almost like a redo, a reset every time you reincarnate back into the physical. And you're communicating with that, which is your higher self. And so when you're asking your higher self, like you manifest the things that you want, you actually manifest things you don't want as well. But it just really depends because you can say that you manifested, or did you make it happen, or was it destined to happen? And that's the number one question in life,
Wow.
or are you manifesting, or was it just destined?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting question.
Hmm.
And that's okay if that's all you see is black, though. So, okay. So, as y'all see in the chat, because I wasn't even looking at the chat, I'm just talking. Um, so I don't know if how many people did their homework.
Um, I got I got a couple. Look like another one just came through with regards to the homework.
Let's see. Let's take a look at them.
So, let me open it up.
Power of the tongue. My question says she just sent hers. Naturally, you did yours. You just have to send it. Okay. All right, Erica G. Gratitude, LT. What you got, Maya?
Um, I don't want. I can't do it on my phone. I'm trying to get it on my laptop. 1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to send greetings from Levianite to Tetron and Yehuda.
Hmm.
Greetings. I heard greetings from to Tetron, Levianite, and Yehuda.
Who was that for, Queen?
Everyone.
Oh, gratitude to you all and greetings.
So first, you say your question is where do you get the color? It is what color you're being drawn to that day, and whatever that color is, you feel like you say you keep seeing blue all day long, and everything is blue, and you're feeling drawn to blue. Let me wear blue today. I don't know. I'm gonna wear this blue shirt. Like whatever that color is, you feeling drawn to in your soul. It may be a reason. It could be a connection to your chakra, or it could be like some sort of connection into one of the working orishas of what they're trying to work with you. So I said for you to wear it for a week or a few days, um, whatever you're feeling drawn to, and speak to your oversoul and ask for something via the oversoul or your deities, but oversoul. And watch your time and date of what you're asking for it. And then if you feel like you receive it, like take note of it and send it in. Oh, charming tea. Okay, with the mustard.
Queen, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you now.
Okay, okay. So let's see. What? Homework. Okay. Um, Someone named D. Copeland said, I'm submitting the homework assignment from class. Question 1. I need to communicate to my oversoul and ask for something simple. This person said, I asked my oversoul to show me a particular incident in my life where I was protected. Immediately, a memory was recalled. It happened years ago. I was headed to a New Year's Eve party. I was driving and I was not far from home when a car coming in the opposite direction crossed over into my lane and hit me head on. I was not hurt, and I realized that there are many instances where I have been protected, but at the time I had no idea. Question 2. Ask my oversoul what color I'm drawn to. Color is red. This is not my favorite color, and I don't really have any clothes that are red. Gratitude. That's Denise Copeland.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay. Wow. But see, that's why I said it ain't even got to be your favorite color. It's whatever color you're drawn to. That was the
Mm-hmm.
instruction. So yes, absolutely.
Let's see, we got another one. Her name is Ronquasia Groves. She said, my colors were pink and blue. I asked my oversoul what color that may be that I was drawn to on January 24th at 5:56 a.m. The next day I saw Instagram posts where it would say this user's favorite color is pink and blue would be nice versatile. So I took that as the answer to my question.
Okay. I like that. That's results.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Let me see if there are any more.
Gratitude, Miss Denise. Gratitude, Ronquasia.
Mm, I think that is it for now.
Okay. Okay. So, is there anyone in the chat that want to talk about what they did? If you haven't sent it in, if you want to kind of just talk about it, if you did your homework. So, while we look at that, do we have any submissions for the Thriller Challenge?
I think I just saw one of those come through too. Yes. Okay, I need to send this to you because it looks like it's how many is it? One, two, three, four, five, six. They sent six different audios, Queen. This is from Ace Hitter.
Oh, Ace, he said he texted me and said I knocked this bitch out the park. We gonna see. We gonna see, Ace. We gonna see. So as you know, the Thriller Challenge is basically where you are taking the song Thriller and you are creating your own version of the song Thriller. You have to use the beat, or and that could be rap, or that could be R&B, like, or I don't give a fuck if it's country. Like, you have to just redo it to your own whatever, your own style, and it still has to be the Thriller music though. And then the other part of that, which is a separate prize, they're both cash prizes. If you do a dance, it has to be an original dance. It cannot be the Thriller dance and we just practiced it and made it look good. No, it has to be your choreography to the song Thriller. And you can take bits and pieces of the original dance. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like to take the little slide with the shoulders and the clap. Like that's okay, but it has to be original though. The rest of the song has to be the dance has to be original. And we're gonna pick the winners. So I'm very excited about that. It's both cash prizes. Now, if you sing and dance or rap and dance, and you done made a rap and a dance to it, shit, you might get both. You might get both prizes. My cash app is $AWWTA. You need to put in there whether you are like if you're trying to purchase a class, you need to put in there the class. You need your phone number because if it doesn't have your phone number, like I had to send Miss Felicia's back, and then she sent her money back again, and she still never put her phone number. But then Spirit said text her and say that you returned it, because you didn't have the phone number. So I had to find it through my text just to see if she had reached out, and she did. So got to put your name, your phone number, and what you're sending the class for, which class. Nothing outside yourself if that's what you're purchasing. I don't book readings through my email, Queen. You got to text me or call me. Ace Hitter, you say win, lose, or draw. We gonna see, Ace. We gonna see. The class recordings are 25. I am ready for Saturday. I am very, very, very nervous. I'm going to see if my sister and my best friend will come. But I'm very nervous just because it's been a very long time since we've done this process. And we're going to get her done, though. I don't even drink Brugal. I haven't drank Brugal in a minute. So it may not take long for the spirit to kick in. Say that. You see, I got the Vietnamese gratitude. Gratitude. We gonna make it do what it do. I just really pray inside myself, inside my soul, that those who send in their ailments and those who are in attendance really get what they need, which I know they will. But I just want it to be magnified, and I want it to be on another scale, a multitude of another scale, where, because you can't deny it anyway. You can't deny it anyway. But I want it to be so undeniable that the spirit shows up on camera. You understand what I'm saying? I want it to be that. I want it to be that. But I'm definitely ready. Definitely. And
Also, gratitude to everyone who won a ticket to the Mysthetic. Thank you so much for sending in your information. Um, and for everyone who has been sending in their ailments, we appreciate that. Gratitude to you. If you still need to, I have not finished compiling the list yet. You still have time to send in that information. My email is mj the number 4 black magic with a ck on the end at gmail.com.
yes, let me put it up real quick. There we go. And um, Mr. Hobbs, if you are in the chat, we have been reaching out, and we're still waiting to see if you're going to still do the interview. Sohila Heath, if you're in the chat, or Shots by Ty, if you're in the chat, please reach out to MyJ via the email so I can see if we can get an interview going with you all. This is gonna be, it's gonna be something that's good. You forgot to put emotional healing. That's all right. Have it in your heart when you come to the Mysthetic. If you got you a ticket and you come into the Mysthetic, have it in your heart. Have it in your heart. Be very intentional when you come. Be very intentional. Now, because everyone in your household is allowed to attend, I would ask that there's a level of respect for the process and for the deities and for what we do via High Council. I ask that there's a level of respect, and I mean, like, that you're not keep coming off of mute. Because when the process goes on, like, it's going to be very difficult for us to keep muting people, because people need to see what is happening so they'll understand, and so the spirit can work properly the way the spirit works. So I ask that everybody is respectful and be respectful of the process of what you're trying to receive, so that it's not a whole bunch of noise going on, people hollering in the background, or, you know what I'm saying, like talking loud, like, So if you do come off mute, it's not so obvious because people just be talking, they be cooking, frying food, and ordering food at the drive-through, and they in class and they coming off, and then I'm asking them to press mute and they not hearing me, and then they having conversations and ordering. It be a lot, and it's disrespectful to the spirit. Listen to Papa tell me, so maybe we should just have a drink tonight. No, we not. No, we not. No, we not, Papa. So I just ask that there's a certain level of respect for the deities and high council, so they can come in and they can do their due diligence of what it is that they do. If you have never ever witnessed this, if you've never been in attendance of it, if you have no idea what to expect, I ask that you come in and be calm, and again have that certain level of respect. Have your intentions, but not too intentional, where you are expecting for me to manifest inside of your father's energy. That's not what this is about. It may happen, but that's not what this is about. When they come through with purpose. And there's so many things that has happened that I have no clue about, because some of the videos I have not made it all the way through, and I have seen some, but I haven't seen them all. They come through and they tell stories. Like the one in Poconos, I can remember just being on the floor like I was swimming, and then I was back out. So I had no idea why the fuck I was fake swimming on the floor. But they later told me that was Davian night, and he was showing them how he swims through the water. This should be amazing. This shit is amazing. What's up, Silky Black?
Queen, we have another submission for the homework.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is from Latoya M. She said, I asked my oversoul, was I on the right spiritual path? Initially, when Queen told us this was homework, she gave the example of, show me a time where you protected me. As she made that statement, I recalled an incident from my childhood where I was crossing the street and a car came flying up the street. I felt like I just jumped out of the way right as the car was about to hit, and in the background, I could hear my friend saying, Toya. I don't know how I could have done that alone. Another time, I was in the parking lot of a club. Some guys were shooting, and I heard a bullet fly right past my head. Had I moved just a little, I probably wouldn't be here. But the answer I got to my question was on live the other night when Yehuda told Queen to play If You Ask Me To. I knew that
Mm,
was my answer. I'm on the right path. Haven't been drawn to any particular color yet besides black.
that's probably your color. Then that's probably your color, Miss Latoya. When Yehuda said, um, play this song, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'll play that, because I was going to play something else. He said, play this. And to hear it, and hear he say, this is for everyone, excuse me, like, wow. So I've listened to it yesterday, or was that today, when I got in the car this morning. I listened to it, and I thought to myself, the message behind that, was amazing. It was heartfelt, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow. Mm.
I love
It
the
was
way
so on
Yehuda
time.
loves us. You know, Queen?
Absolutely.
I really, really love the way he loves us.
Absolutely, man. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Absolutely.
You say I felt it, I started crying. Man,
That's what Vito said. Every time she hears something about you that makes her cry, I think it makes all of us cry, really. Just be bawling all over the place.
but you know what? What would make it even more greater or deeper? And every day, like it seemed like I don't know for the past few days, like when I'm like conversing with him, or even in that moment of playing the music and different things, it keeps becoming more and more evident. And I have to remember Yehuda is the spirit. He's the governor of the spirit. He is the spirit. He is the frequency. And
Mm.
so even when you say I love the way Yehuda loves us, it does something to me because I understand the way he loves us is us loving self on a greater scale through the spirit. And it makes me understand a little bit deeper of how I should be loving myself to
Mm.
keep me on that frequency, to keep me in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Queen. Yehuda is like, he represents home, and that's where I want to be all the time.
Yes.
That's where we should all strive to be all the time. Like, he is the safest place in this world, and that is where I
Right.
want to.
That's why you say one more time, Queen. I'm sorry.
I said that's where I want to reside. That frequent
Yes.
place. That's where I want
In
to
that
stay.
frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So even like this, Maya. So even like, so he's the spirit and Adina is the psyche. She is the soul. So not only is she is the soul, y'all, she is the alpha DNA, meaning she is the DNA carrier, meaning she is all of your ancestors. She is the soul, which is why I can manifest and shapeshift into so many of them without even knowing it. Like you looking at your daddy, sister, cousin, brother, all over my face. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's
Mm.
why Cookie had the response that she had because she was rapidly seeing her loved ones upon my face. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking at Adina in that way, she is the very essence of our people, of who the fuck we are and where we come from. She is the full scale of the DNA. Like, she is the soul carrier. So it is a greater connection, and they're the protectors of the inner and the outer of self, the greater being of one. And if she is the alpha, that means that she is over everything. She is the life giver. She is the mighty mitochondria.
She is the whole matter of everything. Like, she is all
Absolutely.
things. Mm.
Absolutely.
I'm so grateful.
So if they can't find the soul, and they were upset because they could never find the Dina, and the Dina is the soul, then how could they have something that they're searching for? You don't see Melanites searching for the soul. We don't give a fuck. We know we got it. We feel it. We ain't got to search for it. We connect inside of it. What the fuck we looking for it for? We got it. It is
Mm.
those who do not have it, cannot obtain it. It is magic. It is your bloodline. It is your DNA. It is your power source. It is your frequency range that connects inside of it.
Mm, mm, mm.
It's almost like your soul is the energy that vibrates unto the frequency in the spirit. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So while your soul is the energy, your spirit is the frequency, and it is the vibration. It's almost like the Trinity.
Wow.
It's like the
Wow.
Trinity. Because your physical self is a part of that. You know, it is your vessel. When your vessel is broken down and malfunctions, your spirit and your soul, it must leave. It must abort mission. And it may just go and find another vessel. It has to retrain the vessel. It has to make the vessel strong. That vessel must go through its own experiences now because we're back inside of the matrix where we're having a human experience
Mm-hmm.
as a piece of matter, a piece of soul matter, a piece of frequency, a piece of vibration, a piece of light, a crystal, a
Mm.
divine energy source, also called a crystal, a melanite. and you connect inside of the ethers. Like if you're outside right now, right? And
Mm-hmm.
even if you're not outside right now, but you can go there in your mind, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
can look outside and you can see the stars, you can see the matter in the sky, you can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want you to just imagine that that is the ether, right? Because that is the ether.
Mm-hmm.
Now, take it a step further and understand that what if that's the top of the brain? That is the top of the mind. That is the top of and then like so the head, the globe, the earth itself is a head.
Mm. Okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Whew. So the globe, the earth itself will be the head, right? And so the ethers is the brain. And then you have the water source. Water is life, water is vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the firmament, which is the flesh, body, the skin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So it's literally all connected. Like
It's
everything.
all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Your trees and your grasses, your hair and your
Yep.
your all over your body,
Mm-hmm.
and the earth has chakras, just like we have chakras. It's energy points inside of the body. Just like you have erogenous zones, on the
Mm-hmm.
body.
Mm-hmm.
It's different parts of the body. My family used to tell me how my grandfather used to tell them and teach them about certain parts of your body where somebody could just hit you with two fingers and like paralyze you or disable you or kill you. And certain parts of your body you cannot be hit, or you know what I mean. It can do
Mm-hmm.
certain things to your body, and we don't line our bodies up so we'll understand. Like your stomach is your other brain for real
Mm-hmm.
type shit. Like your feet, they have center points and different things that correlate to the rest of your body. Like we don't line our bodies up and understand our bodies um enough to know how they fully function. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't understand how they fully function, so we don't understand how to take care of them. And
Right.
they know that if they keep pushing animal products, they know it destabilizes the body.
Right.
And your body is better than their body. Your mind is better than their mind because you are a super computer. You are a super robot. You understand what I'm saying? If I got to say it to you that way, you are super computer. They are just IBMs from the motherfucking 80s. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You are, they're Androids and we're iPhones.
Oh
Damn.
wow. Wow.
You understand?
Whoa.
No wonder they kept saying that shit in the world reading the other day.
Yes, you
The
kept.
iPhone and the Android.
Wow.
They're carbon copies. They have convinced the whole world that we're evil when we are the superior being. They cannot allow that to be known.
Sheesh.
So if we are the iPhones and they are the Androids, how is it that they cost more than we do? Stop it. Knock it off. We're superior. So if we don't know not to get your phone wet, don't drop your phone, don't break your screen, and you got somebody over here that's taking hella pride in they motherfucking Android, bitch. They done had this phone since 1998, bitch, and they love they phone.
Mm-mm.
But you like, bitch, is that a flip Nokia? Like, get the fuck out of here. But it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not on the same. Like, they could get an upgrade, but it's
Yeah.
still, if we fucking upgrade, so when they get the upgrade, bitch, and they come into our physical bodies and they take the inside of the Android and put it into an iPhone and they do some tweaking to it. Now they think they're an iPhone, but still, bitch, you're an Android inside of an iPhone case carrier.
Right.
You are not that. They can never fucking be us. We just don't know how to care for that iPhone because it is expensive. It takes a lot of, you understand me? If you
Right.
break that motherfucker, it's going to be broken.
Yeah.
So they're not us. We are a supercomputer. They tell you that. They tell you that shit on the movie Get Out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, V-Dub? They tell you that on the movie Get Out. He said to the black boy, the genome say to the melanite, he said, if I wish I had your genes, I wish I like basically was you because your genes are superior.
Yeah.
I would be doing this, this, and that.
Yeah.
We got iPhones but no knowledge of the iPhone, so we just carrying an expensive phone around with no knowledge.
We don't know how to take pictures. We don't know how to use the apps on that motherfucker. We don't know how to download shit. We just got an iPhone because the camera look good and we barely can take a picture on it.
We don't do the software
Exactly.
updates.
We don't do any of it, Maya.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And we keep putting viruses in the motherfucker. And then you taking it to a side shop who does not specialize in iPhones, and you keep asking them to fix it, but they can only tweak the motherfucker and they fuck something else up. So meanwhile, while it can take your picture now, the back camera don't work.
Queen, you talking good tonight.
I'm
Mm-mm.
saying
Yeah.
You talking
we
good.
don't know who we are,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore we mishandle our own selves. But they know. So once they get the chance to get into your body or raise one of our children, they know how to care for that physical body. That's why when they get inside of our vessels, they become vegan.
Yeah.
They know that our bodies are not to withstand animal products. It is supposed to be fed by the land.
Mm-hmm.
We are frugivore. We're frugivores. We're only supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. That our teeth, our dental structure is only for fruits and veggies because we're
Correct.
frugivores.
Correct.
I don't know where it was, but a bear has the teeth to eat meat. But it's like when we eat steak, you might as well put the steak in the skillet on low. That's how it'll take a long ass time for our bodies to break down that meat because it still
Yes.
be in our stomach.
And if people don't know, and that's where worms come from. It still rot. It just not. It's still in your stomach. It's still rotting,
Yeah.
Yes. If
and you're
y'all,
consuming that dead energy.
yes. There's a book that I have, Queen. By I don't know the first name, but I think it's like L Africa or something like that. But it's called Nutricide.
Uh huh.
And it's a book about how Western civilization and everything and everybody included in that set out to destroy the melanite through the westernized eating. And there's an excerpt in the book where it literally talks about the meat. You may as well consider like the little, they call them whiteheads, or like if you squeeze your skin, or the dark crevices around your nose, you
Yeah.
squeeze it and the crap comes out.
Yeah.
That is from the meat. You may as well consider that maggots, because that's what it looks like when the meat breaks down. But that's what it says in the book.
Yes. Yes. We don't understand that.
Hmm.
Eat
Yeah.
so much of that, drink so much soda, your face will be looking like what the fuck.
Yeah, you can go to a third world country, or not even a third world country, just somewhere else, and the people there who eat good, because I think I posted something on Instagram the other day where the food that America eats is like banned in like 30 countries, because it's not food. But if you go to these other countries and you eat meat, they'll walk on the other side of the road because they can smell you before you get there, because they
Uh
don't
huh.
eat that.
I've heard that. Uh huh.
Yeah.
You're consuming dead flesh, dead energy. That's what the spirit did when they wanted me to stop eating meat. In my mind, they kept showing me pictures. They were flipping over rocks and stuff, and you see all of these worms and crawly, creepy, crawly things, and they kept saying, "Your body is not a cemetery."
Mm.
And I said,
Ooh.
"Well, damn."
Mm, mm, mm.
Then they had me watching for a week straight. The spirit had me watching videos of parasites in the stomach, And then what took the cake is they made me watch Forks Over Knives on Netflix, and then What the Health on Netflix, and I was done. I
Yes.
stopped
Oh my
eating meat.
God. What the hell? mm, mm, mm.
Mhm.
We saw what the hell.
Yep.
The puss and the meats
Yep.
and the cheese.
Oh my God. Mm. We saw that one. Forks Over Knives is good.
Yep.
Super something.
Seaspiracy is good. It's another one. They're
What's the
all
name of
really,
that?
really Seaspiracy.
Mm. You like SEA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's talking about seafood and like the fish of the sea and stuff like that.
That's what.
Trapped on the bottom.
Excuse me. Squifferless and Davy Knight was not happy that I kept eating all the seeds, as they call it.
Mhm. Right.
So I feel bad. And my frequency in the body be so low because I wasn't eating right and I was not still taking care of my body and smoking all this shit. They was like, listen, get it together. We're not coming back because your body, your frequency is low. We don't like the way it feels when we enter your body. I'm like, oh my God. I had it together for a while and then we stopped doing them. And I just smoked some more.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm. But they got the plan, you right, to destroy us. And they told it to us. And that's all they got to do is tell it to us.
So what do you think? What do you think, Queen, makes us gravitate toward it anyway? Have you? I'm sure you've heard people say, "Oh, it's bad for me, but I can't stop eating it," or "I know I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't do this, but I do it anyway." What do you think causes that disconnect? Like I know that
I'm going to tell you
everything
what
is
I know what it is. Because
okay.
the health workers will tell you too. People just don't listen to what they say. The first part of that, Maya, is we have always eaten it or been trained to eat it, to want it, so the mind wants what it wants. The body could be rejecting it all day, like you drink that pop and you don't even want to finish it because you feel super thirsty, and now your body and your soul is telling you you just want some water.
Yeah.
And a bitch will say that 20 times, like, I need water. I need some water. I just need a cup of
Mm-hmm.
water.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the store and get a Sprite. They don't listen.
Right.
Now, what made them get that Sprite? The parasites, because they talk, they communicate. And as
Mm-hmm.
soon as you say you changing over your life, you didn't ate all day, and I've done good, child. I'm gonna eat me a salad. As soon as you walk in the store, the parasites are like, cookies. Cookies look good. I need the sweets. I need the sweets. I want sugar. I need them cookies. I need the sugar. I need the sweets. You didn't got 2 packs of cookies at this point.
Right. You remember the call that we were on with the Proden guy when he was talking about the parasites?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm trying to see if he's gonna be ready for his interview.
It was this one part that he said the part that he was talking about with the parasites, how they know when your body is expelling
Uh huh.
you're trying to get rid of them, and they're smart enough to hang on or get to another place where they can't come out.
Uh huh.
That really, like, when he said that, I was just like, oh my gosh, that is
What I
so
was doing, somebody asking in the chat, what do they do to get rid of the parasites? I'm gonna tell you what I was doing.
okay.
I have been studying the shit on YouTube, YouTube University.
Right.
Okay, and what I found was to get some Dr. Gum Forest or something like that. It is turpentine,
Oh my
and
gosh.
that's what they used to use back in the day. So they had put a little bit of the turpentine with some what is the name of that shit? It make you poop. It's a liquid as well. It makes you poop very, very quickly. And they put it on a sugar cube or in a teaspoon of sugar. And
Magne-
when you eat that, what'd you say?
magnesium citrate.
It's not magnesium because it's like a oil liquidy, but you only need a little bit, and it's gonna make you shit.
Or castor
Like,
oil.
and I think castor oil. That's what it is.
Ew.
Yes, you put some of that with some of the turpentine in the sugar. You take that. Now, a lot of people, some people be like, well, why are you putting it with the sugar? That's not good for you either. But this is the thing: the sugar draws out the
Accident.
parasites
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna
for
have to
the
do
rest of it to
it.
kill them, and the turpentine kills them off, and the castor oil passes them through your system so you can pass them.
I remember being a little girl. My parents used to give us a spoonful of the castor oil, like damn near every day, and I didn't understand the importance of it then. You don't hear about these remedies anymore.
No, because they want you in with the Western medicine. Listen, me and Toddy was watching TV, no bullshit, y'all, and they was advertising, excuse me, this medicine. And when they got to the motherfucking side effect, me and Toddy kept looking at each other like back and forth, like they was talking about falling asleep while you was driving and getting the runs, and it may not be good for your stomach, and it may give you nightmares, and you may be suicidal after taking. Like we kept looking like, what the fuck, bitch? I just what?
Right.
No, I don't want that. Why would I want that?
Right.
Oh.
Mm. You can taste castor oil before you even put it in your mouth, Gammy Mom.
Uh-huh.
You can. You really can. Ugh.
Quinn,
Is that a homemade remedy
talking about
plant?
the parasites running to a different part of the body. Um, I have a cat, and I let her go to my mama house, and she ended up getting a lot of fleas. But when you bathe in a cat, they got fleas, or a dog, they run to their face because their face don't have no soap on it yet.
Ew, ew.
They run to,
Oh my
and
God.
fleas are parasites. So yeah,
Ew.
they run to the face because the face is not wet yet because they not trying to get killed. So they bury themselves in their face,
The parasites will get to a place
or they try to go
Sorry,
in their
y'all.
ears so they won't get killed.
Girl, yes, that is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
gotta get me
God.
some turpentine. What does turpentine taste like?
Oh my God, it's not the bee's knees. It's not.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared, but I need to do it.
Yes, it'll clean your system.
So you said, okay, so you get like some sugar or like a sugar cube,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
just like
what?
a teaspoon or a teaspoon I think of it, and you put just a couple drops of
Okay.
both castor oil and turpentine, and you're gonna take a spoonful of it.
So,
Or you can put
okay.
it in or apple juice. Some people put it in apple juice. I've done that. The
Yeah, I think I
castor
would probably
oil
do that.
and the turpentine and orange juice.
So
I've done. I mean apple juice.
how often do you do this? Is it just one time or every
I think
day?
no. I don't know. I can't even remember. I don't want to give you the wrong thing, but you have to look it up because the instructions are on YouTube.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, and it's gonna give you the exact amount to take and all of that, and it's gonna tell you. And those, listen, it's this one girl, white chick, Genome, that was on there, y'all.
Mm-mm.
I know. And she was talking about her experience. Now, this is not the same thing, but she was doing a whole bunch of shit to rid her body of all kind of parasites. So she was also like, if I'm not mistaken, you be able to find her on YouTube too. If I'm not mistaken, she was like squirting it up in her vag too, like or she was taking something orally. I can't
Like a
remember.
douche? Like a turpentine douche?
Listen, I can't remember. I think she may have been squirting up there or she was taking like a drink orally. But either way,
Oh.
this is what happened. She said she flipped out because she had parasites coming out her puss.
Ugh. Ugh.
You can find her on YouTube. She's a Genome girl.
Ew.
I saw a video where they was taking worms and stuff out of somebody's hoo-ha.
Gross.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm itching.
I was very scared because I don't want to see no parasites come out my cooch. That's way too much.
Look,
That's way too much. And they were basically saying like if you are a person, and a lot of us have been or are, that maybe get like yeast infections and like BV and shit like that. Like sometimes you have parasites that are causing it.
I wouldn't want anybody to touch me if I saw a parasite come out of my lady parts.
Man, that is fucking disgusting. I just could not. I can't even imagine it.
What if you woke up to pee one night, Queen, and you had to go bad and you didn't know it was parasites, you thought it was piss, and you went to sit down and you saw them congregating in your drawers?
Girl, no. No. I be in poor.
Having an altar
No.
call in his drawers.
No.
Like Joe's apartment. They're just sitting there
The
having
girl
sex.
said she was tripping. Like, in one of the videos, I believe she shaved her hair off on her head. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's a genome. Like, she was really fucked up saying, like, she had parasites coming from everywhere. They was coming off the topical of the skin. And that's why I did so much research because we all have parasites everywhere and you have no idea that you even have them.
Oh my God.
All you have to do is do research on parasites and it's going to fuck you up and blow your mind. When I saw they cut this big white man's stomach open and he had mad parasites, all he did was eat meat. He didn't really eat any vegetables.
Ooh,
He had parasites filled in his fucking stomach. No bullshit.
gross. I need to watch it because you know how like you can be doing good not eating meat or maybe I like to do like sugar fasts, like no sugar. Um, I've done sugar challenges. I've done meat challenges. I've done pretty much any kind of challenge that you could think of, and you notice the difference in your body. The challenge is over, and you continue with it, and then
Mhm.
you might be doing so good. You'd be like, I want to reward myself. Oh, I got a taste for a cheeseburger, and so you might try to get a cheeseburger or like a piece of chicken. Like I want the cravings to stop because I noticed for my birthday I was eating clean prior to my birthday, and then I was like, oh, on my birthday I'm gonna eat all the stuff that I don't eat anymore. And it made me sick as a dog. It did. But after the sickness was over, like I would find myself gradually, like I might wait a couple of weeks and I'd be like, oh, I want a piece of catfish, and then maybe like a couple of weeks after that, oh, I think I want some gummy bears, and then you know what I'm saying, like I want to be able to just cut it out completely.
Yes. But see, that's what we don't realize. That's the parasites. Because they convince you, like, you did good all week long. You did very good. You can just, girl, you can get you a burger. It's just one burger. And then
Right,
after that, you may get another goddamn burger. And before you know
right,
it, you done fell off of eating with the way you was eating.
right, right. And like and then you psych yourself, like you be like, well, it's not every day. I used to eat it every day. Now I only eat it like once every couple of weeks, or now you know what I'm saying. Like I want to be rid of it because it's not good for you.
Mhm.
Because I've gone through like the more I delve off into self, a lot of stuff does not taste the same. Like the more I awaken,
Oh,
a lot of shit is actually nasty. A lot
yes.
of stuff like meat doesn't even taste like meat anymore on the cool.
Oh, God.
Cereal does not taste like cereal anymore. I had my kids had asked me to get them some cinnamon toast crunch, and I had bought some one day, and I was like, ooh, a good bowl of cereal sounds really, really good. And so I thought I was doing something when I didn't get the regular milk. I got the lactate because they're like, oh well, it doesn't have lactose in it. 'Cause, a lot of us
Mhm.
are lactose intolerant. So I was like, ooh, it's
But
cold.
see, we fall for even that. The lactose is made in the milk. How the fuck do they
I'm
take the
like, oh,
lactose out?
right, right, right. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna give me a bowl. I kid you not, Queen. Um, I ate those cinnamon toast crunch, and every time I chewed and swallowed, it was this extra gritty, metally feeling taste or something. I was like, why
Yeah.
is this cereal? I didn't know what the fuck I was eating. I was like, this can't be cereal because it was this aftertaste that tasted really metally. And it caused me to look up the ingredients, and they actually put metal in this shit. 5 pieces of metal. And that's what the fuck I was eating.
Wow. I said that too. That was another reason why I stopped eating meat too, because I kept saying the chicken wings don't taste right. They don't taste like chicken wings, and these motherfuckers is getting bigger and bigger, and they just don't taste right. They don't taste like chicken. Like
Mm-mm.
when the Popeyes stopped tasting like Popeye, like the little pot pies, not
Mm-hmm.
Popeyes chicken. I
Hot.
mean the little pot pies that you get in the freezer section. They don't taste like when I was little. Once they switched over and they start putting them in them little cardboard boxes and they no longer in the little metal pans, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't taste the same. We used to get the Tom's ramen noodles,
Uh-huh.
whatever the fuck now. None of them taste like they did when I was little. They was delicious when I was little. Now I
Yes.
just tolerate them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But they don't
Yes.
taste like
It does
nothing
not
like we
taste the
used to
same.
get.
No. No. Mm-mm. Nothing does.
Man, when you watch What the Health and you see the shit that they do, the shit that they do to the meat,
Oh yeah.
like when they showed that cow, I believe it was a cow, I believe it was a cow, and it had a huge
Yep.
boil on it, a huge
Yes, and they
abscess.
popped it.
They
Oh,
popped it, and it was motherfucking bacteria flying
oh,
everywhere, and they still processed the meat and sent
yes,
it out.
yes, yes. Or when they
They
die,
went
they'll just leave them in there with the live fetus.
Yes, I was gonna say that the pigs, they
Yes.
did all just die and they have them outside in the box for days, and they said it smells up everywhere and they be blowing in the wind and the spraying, and then people be getting sick, and then they come and pick the box of the pigs up and still process them as meat.
Mm-mm.
So that food, that's not
Yeah,
us.
Ooh.
they put that cow in that grinder alive and they captured it by the neck. And they had it, and that cow was trying to get the fuck out of that thing, and it was going crazy. And I cried because I felt like, oh my
Their
God.
They
emotions.
have feelings
They
too.
have feelings. They cry too. They be afraid.
Yes. This black man was showing this dog. He was laughing. He was in Asia, China somewhere, and he was laughing at this dog on this video because the dog legs was trembling. He was in line to go into this place, and he said, "Look, he know he about to become food." And he was laughing. I didn't find
Mm.
it funny
Right.
because that dog was terrified for real.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. And then you're eating and absorbing those emotions too of those animals.
Oh my God! Yes, you are. Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
are. People are eating torture. Yes.
Ooh.
That's why these people get Alzheimer's too, because of the beef that the mad cow disease. These people eat the meat from this mad cow, and they ended up with Alzheimer's.
It is the meat, but like I told y'all before, I don't know how many of y'all seen that when I did. She is absolutely correct because when I worked in a dementia unit, which is Alzheimer's, form
Mhm.
of it,
Mhm.
when I was in a dementia unit, like they would be okay all day, and they kept saying it's sundowning, but maybe a little bit of that is sundowning, but it was the ice cream. They fed these people ice cream all day long. As soon as they fucking eat that ice cream, they turn into different people. So I did some research, and it says that when people have Alzheimer's dementia, the wires in their brain get crossed. Now, first
Mm.
of all, let me tell you something. How is that possible?
Right.
Your wires are not rewiring themselves inside of your fucking brain. So don't say that the wires get crossed and they're just showing all of these like motions of electricity firing in different parts of the brain. What they should say is your brain is being overran and attacked by parasites. And any animal product that you're consuming, especially ice cream, is making it worse, and they are going crazy, and you cannot think they're eating you from the inside.
Oh my gosh.
This lady I used to take care of at the nursing home, her daughter told me about her condition. A lot of the black people that's in nursing home has Alzheimer's. But she told me, she said the doctors looked at her x-ray and he said that protein, she had a lot of protein that was gathering on her brain. Like a lot of protein. We know where protein comes from. It comes from meat. But mad cow disease in the adult version is Alzheimer's. Wait a minute. I got it. Queen.
Yes.
I went with Victoria one day to a doctor's appointment. It was, I think it was like a lab day or something. And you know, if y'all are familiar with labs, y'all know what go on in them. But Victoria was telling her doctor basically that, you know, he was asking her questions about how she feels and, you know, she's tired and, you know, what she needs to be eating and all of this stuff. And so she was like, I really don't want to eat meat anymore. I want to get off meat. What are some other additions that I could eat, you know, to put protein in my body, besides actually eating meat? And so as she's asking this question, I'm looking it up on my phone because I want to know, you know, what else can she eat to, you know, um, get that protein. And so I'm looking on the screen and I'm seeing B12 and certain leafy greens and, you know, certain kinds of beans or whatever. And her doctor said out of his fucking mouth that the only source of protein that there is meat. There is no other kind of protein that she could get outside of eating red meat. And I'm looking at him like, what? I'm looking at it right here on the screen. But the fact that he stood there in her face as her practitioner, or you know, whatever you want to call it, and told her that, he was like, there's nothing else that you can eat other than red meat. Queen, you there? Uh-oh. Queen, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm just talking.
Did you hear what I
But
said?
yes, I did. I was trying
Okay.
to answer, but I'm not knowing you couldn't damn hear me. Cause I done came here to put my clothes in the dryer and they've been sitting here and they are still soaking fucking wet and I'm so pissed.
Oh no.
But I was saying I hate when people say that because it is obviously a lie. Because any physician in a right mind will tell you that the animal gets the protein from the vegetation that they're fed. So why are you not just skipping it and eating the vegetation?
I was surprised that this was a kidney doctor. This
Girl,
was a kidney doctor that told her this.
that's crazy.
I could not
It's
believe
because
it.
they be lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
This shit is wet as shit. Oh my god. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
They do
So
nothing but lie.
I looked at Maya because I was about to say, "Boy, you," and she's like, "Don't." She said, "Don't let him know that you know." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna be quiet, but I'll be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing, but
Right.
I ain't gonna let you know that I know. I'm not stupid. I can research. Um, but he quick to ask me how my cat doing. I don't
Uh-uh.
care about that.
Or if you
We
got the
talking to
jab. Did you get the jab?
yeah. I ain't trying to talk about my cat. We talking about me and my health right now.
Right, that part.
You know, we can talk about her later.
So the
And so
kidney is
he don't like he's not a doctor to come in and sit down and talk. He's a doctor that comes in. He's standing up
I don't like them. Sit
with
the fuck
all
down and what I'm saying.
yeah with and he's not in there long. He in there about
With
5
his
minutes.
prescription pad in his hand, ready to dope you the fuck up.
Yeah. And it's not just him, it's my social worker, it's my dietitian, it's my nurse. That we all in this small room together. I'm like, I don't like this. Because it's like a care plan meeting, but it's not. I don't
Right.
like that. I don't like it. Everybody come
So
in at the same time so everybody can leave at the same time.
right.
Yeah. We all knock this out all together.
That's
You
so
know.
funny.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna let him know what I know. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Victoria's so funny. When he leave, I'm gonna keep talking.
Mm,
I'm gonna be talking again.
mm. Oh yeah, I ain't dumb. I'm smart, very smart. I know how to research, and you have to. These doctors, you people believe in these doctors. Everything that come out their mouth is not true. It's not. So they
Suffering
gonna
from chronic homelessness and suicidal. First of all, you're not suffering from chronic homelessness. We all make decisions and we all suffer through certain things, but that's not something that's chronic unless you allow that kind of thing to keep happening. There's somewhere in your life where you are not learning this lesson. Not in been there, and I had to look at certain things. You got to learn the lesson. You're
yeah,
not learning the lesson because you're not looking at something.
yeah,
And that's as real as I can put that for you, because I didn't been there.
you
That's
know
not
me.
that's not you're not suffering through chronic homelessness. Now, suicidal can be situational of where you at mentally. You know what I mean? That is a symptom of what's happening in your life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Make you feel like you're on a loop.
Yes. So you have to start to look at something. Why is life showing up to you like this? How are you showing up to life? What can you do to remedy this? How can you help yourself get out this situation? There's something that we are looking at or not looking at that's keeping us in this same energy field.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. This is the energy that they want us to be in. They want us to kill ourselves or kill each other. That's what they want.
Let me tell you something. I was watching the chat earlier, and when I went back and watched it, so I'm trying to see if the YSL person is on here, and the what's her name, Shalette, something like that. Because I want you to know I was watching y'all's conversation, and I'm trying to understand what the conversation was from the live last night. So now we'll be watching your conversation if you happen to show up here again, because if there's something that you're needing to say, I'm gonna call you out, because like, say it. You don't have to throw no private and a dot shots, because I'm going to always look back at it, and I'm going to always see it, and I'm going to always catch it.
Yeah,
So if it's something that needs to be said, let's let it be said.
exactly.
Well, you got to first, Lapika, start to look at, like you said, what is it that you're missing maybe? How is life showing up to you? How are you showing up to life? Now, if you are someone, just for example, if you are someone that look inward, okay, and peace, and period. If you are someone that, hmm, hey, okay, I'm gonna just hypothetically, if you are a selfish person, life will come back to you in a selfish way. Life will come back to you in a selfish way, and that's very genuine. You know, if you if you're not helping someone else, at some point If you ain't never got it, if you ain't never put yourself on the line to put your last somewhere to help somebody else and take that chance, like you have to take chances. You have to take chances because you have to understand that maybe your chance that you're taking is going to be for the betterment. You don't know if there's a child behind that or something else. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. So you just got to be grateful, one, for what you have, where you at. Because when I tell you, I was living off of $97 a month. Like I said, I started selling counterfeit money. I sold counterfeit money. I sold some other stuff on my body. I did what I felt like I had to do at that time because I felt like I didn't understand, I didn't know. But the Spirit kept telling me, the Spirit kept showing me, like, you ain't even got to do that. Use your gift. And I'm like, ain't nobody going to want to hear that. So the Spirit kept putting me in positions. You're no longer going to just be reading in these groups and you're reading for free. You're no longer going to be doing that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to um, start doing this show. I want you to go on the Facebook Live. I want you to start doing readings for people while you're on there. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to call me a demon. They're going to crucify me. It took steps. It took steps. So once you do that and you say, okay, I'm going to just have some kind of faith, you don't know where that's going to lead you to. So once you start being led to something, you know what I mean? Then you have to start to look at it differently. I done been in homeless shelters and all kind of shit. DV shelters when I had to be. Sometimes you gotta get uncomfortable to get to a place where you can be comfortable. And you gotta be willing to put that work in, lose the woe is me. Not that you have a woe is me, but sometimes we have the woe is me. And you gotta lose it, you know? You gotta be willing to die to the spirit. And again, man, I almost fell outside, man. I really did. I almost fell the fuck outside.
Be careful now.
Girl, when I was coming in a moment ago, is this out of order?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't take no chances.
You know, it's such a blessing to hear your voice every day.
Well, it is a blessing for people to even want to hear my voice.
Yeah. We,
Definitely is.
we be looking out on our phones for our notifications, see if you done popped up on there.
Let me tell you something, y'all. When I say you have to be willing to die to the spirit, I mean you have to be willing. You have to be willing to abide by your soul's contract, by your spirit, and you have to die to certain things. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about how I died in surgery. I mean, I had to die in public. People talked about me. See, I just died again in public. People done talked about me. They done called me every name in the book under the sun.
Yep.
They really have. And they have shitted on me. And I have had to keep going. You swallow that shit and keep going. And the spirit kept telling me, you can't fight everybody, but goddamn it, I would try and I would defend myself and I would defend myself and I would lash out. I would lash back. As y'all know, as y'all have seen and witnessed in some moments.
Mm-hmm.
But the spirit, like Yehuda, would get me blocked off of YouTube in the moments of me wanting to say something back, and a whole bunch of shit will happen, and I have to sit back and I watch it. And Yehuda said, you got to learn to be quiet. Sometimes silence is the best thing. So I started looking at that. So people will try. They send shit. They probably going to send some more shit. I'm going to just keep doing what I've been doing, which is keep deleting and then blocking them.
Yeah, because they
want a
attention.
response. They want a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn how to die. I've just died again with this bullshit. But when I first came out and I was doing this shit, I still had to walk in this walk. I still had to do this work. It didn't matter what they said about me or what they was calling me. Like you better swallow that and be quiet and move the fuck on. People gonna talk. So you like, what are you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? You got to. Yeah. So that's one way that you have to die. You gotta die in public. You know?
Yes, ma'am.
You got to be willing to let people go as well. I've lost a lot of people, friendships, cousinships, where you would think that people have your back and they see the work, they see what you're trying to do, they see that you want to be happy. A motherfucker really don't give a fuck. And you do not see the evil or the negativity in people until it's time for you to come up.
Yep.
And then you see what kind of demon energy you have been dealing inside of this whole time. Mm-hmm. You will be looking at people differently. Like your best friend, this is my best friend. We've been a best friend since the 4th grade. You see me, you see this bitch. But as soon as you tell her you got your own suite and you about to be waxing and you about to be doing facials and all of this shit, and she come into your little sweet studio and she see how pretty it is and how you got it decked out, now you funny acting. She keep calling you at inconvenient times. You know she being funny because she know that you got work to do and you still try to do this, but everything that she's doing is to come into your way.
Mm-hmm.
She don't, and then what happens, y'all, eventually, we ain't really talking like that. She's the kind that'll go fuck your baby daddy to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
So now you are losing people left and right. People want to come in and tell you how to control you, control what you doing, tell you what you doing. Now they mad at you. You keep turning around, people saying shit about you. Like, well, damn, what happened? Are we beefing? We into it? I don't know. Is we into it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker don't like it. So people will drop themselves out of your fucking life. They will drop themselves out. It don't matter if they family. I know plenty of people who mama felt like they were successful, so they keep asking them for money running through their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. You can get me a pack of cigarettes. Oh, so you big living now, huh?
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't forget who raised you. Well, it wasn't you, it was grandma.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at this shit. You got to die to some shit in order for you to live.
Yeah.
You got to die to some shit.
I was telling Maya that this the first lady at this recent church that we was at, you know, they was taking pictures. She's a camera. She's all about vision, vanity, and what image. And so she was taking pictures with different people in the church, and both people, all of them is looking at the camera. So when she takes a picture with Maya, in the picture, she takes a picture with Maya, she's looking at the back of Maya's head. Got this like look in her face. Like, I was like, Maya, she was envious of you. You had something that she didn't have. And she was looking at the back of Maya's head, and Maya was like, I never noticed that.
Exactly. Yeah,
Wow.
I done seen a couple pictures of
Mm.
me, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm at some of the aesthetics, and you look in the background, and my woman at the time was looking at me like with the dog on her face.
Wow.
I said, "Huh, that's very interesting.
Dang.
Never noticed that."
Mm. Wow. As a picture says 1,000 words. That's true.
It definitely is.
People don't be saying how they really feel. Like,
Definitely
if
the
you
fuck is.
if you feel some type of way about me, tell me. Don't be in my face, skin and grinning. You don't like me, you know. But people want to be a part.
Right. You
People want to
don't
be
even
a part of
fucking
your
like me.
team. They want to be benefiting from
Yeah.
what you got, and once they get thrown off the train, that's when they get to flipping out and acting crazy.
Mhm.
As long as they benefiting,
Mm.
they good.
Mhm.
Mhm. You see the real side of them
Yeah.
when you throw them off the train, because they not benefiting no more.
Yeah.
You see the
Mhm.
real side of them. Hmm. How you gonna
Mhm.
treat? You say you
So
love
you heard
me,
a
but
man's
how you
voice.
gonna treat? Huh?
Somebody said they heard a man's voice.
Uh-oh. In the background.
Go ahead, Victoria.
People say that they love you. So how do you act when I flip out on you? Or if I get upset with you, how you gonna act then? And people they flip. They go to somebody else's channel and be like, she went off on me. She had a reason to. Because Queen don't normally just go off on people. It has to be some type of reason. You kept doing something for her to go off on you. You know, how you gonna react then? Because you want the love and the life of Queen, but then you get the dark side of Queen because you're not listening. How you gonna react then? And it's not love and life
For
all
me,
the
it's
time.
not even that. I just want people to understand. You have to just understand, period. Whether that's the case or not, you have to understand that everybody can't go. And there's some things you're going to have to do by yourself. And that's just the bottom line. You're going to have to do some things by yourself. And that walk can be scary sometimes.
Okay.
That walk can be very scary sometimes.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Thought you
And
had
it's
people
about
that's gonna
looking
be
at
there the whole
yourself
time.
and looking at everybody else around you, too.
Yep.
What do you say?
I, I agree with you.
Hold on. Say it one more time.
She said that she was agreeing with you, Queen.
I can't hear you again. Say it again. Dang.
She was agreeing with you.
Oh, where my phone was cut off because I opened up the door.
I see another
Yeah.
homework submission, Queen.
You say what?
I see another homework submission.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm about to run into the store real quick. Let me grab my because I can't hear and I'm trying to throw this shit away. Hold on, y'all. Gotta run in this stuff. Let me get out. Oh, God. All right. So, what's the homework submission?
This is from Cosmic TJ.
Oh my goodness. My pumpkin schmuckin.
Okay. Um, he says, I have been contemplating for a few days what questions I wanted to ask specifically. but I
Man,
knew
we
just having a conversation with my oversoul was needed. I asked for further confirmation about working inside of real estate wholesaling and if I was moving correctly inside of the love situation I am experiencing. When we were told to wear a color we were most drawn to, the colors of this painting with the pink and purple were immediately shown to me. I did not have much of the color to wear in clothing, but I realized that my bedroom is dripped in purple. Months ago, I asked the spirit to show me a loving, peaceful dream of my future family with the son that Papa mentioned he will bring to me in one of the aesthetic events. Just about 2 days ago, I received a dream with a son and the guy I'm currently connecting so much with. I remember mentioning how was I so lucky to have such a beautiful family. That gave me validation about moving correctly inside of that, but also showed me how I needed to move personally to attract all the things I desire by honoring self and working on self fully. As I scroll on social media, I come across real estate in some capacity. Just the other day, I came across a guy on TikTok showing people how to find properties that are red listed and to use that as a way to make some necessary moves. Yesterday, January 31st, I stepped into a meditation and seen my oversoul revealed to me in a feminine energy form. She showed a book to me and it was entitled Me. More specifically, it was a book about a specific lifetime I needed to focus some attention on. But keywords were shown to me that said a lot, especially with what I'm experiencing on my current journey. There were multiple books on the time, but this one specifically was there. Ever since that meditation, I have been feeling a huge shift energetically, which allows me to be more grounded inside of my energy and do the necessary work that needs to be done by the Spirit. Spirit has continued to push me in doing all the things that I desire while taking heed of the necessary downloads that help guide me on my journey. That's it.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
So what you think about that?
I
CJ.
I think that is beautiful. First of all, TJ is a force to be reckoned with
Yes, he
anyway.
is.
Let me
Yes,
just
he is.
put that plug out there. Y'all really need to book some sessions with him um, at awalkwiththeancestors.com. But like, I love the way that he really breaks down a thing to where if you don't understand, you will understand when he's done talking. I love how
Yeah,
candid
gratitude.
and how very transparent he
No,
is,
I've been here for
especially
a
when it
while.
comes to spirit. So
Feel it.
I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for everybody here in this room tonight. I'm excited for you, Queen. I'm excited for myself. I'm just excited.
I'm excited as well. I'm so grateful for everyone. Oh, this man. I'm grateful for everyone. I'm grateful for wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there you go. I think y'all can hear me now. I'm grateful for TJ because TJ has grown. Like I keep saying, it's like he's grown so much,
Yes. Yes.
so much in the last few months. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, um, he looks amazing. He done slimmed himself down, child. He looks
Yes.
great. I'm like, go ahead on,
You
TJ.
better get
Now,
it. Yes, you better get it.
don't make you cry tonight. No, that's real, for real. Like you doing amazing.
Yes. He really is Queen. Like he listen, um between him and Tanisha and Ebony's cardology report, I have been in my feelings.
Really?
Yes.
What did you
He
think about Ebony's her report?
listen about y'all to get your cardology reports. I believe that Ebony is charging $35 for them. I believe it takes 24 to 72 hours to get your report, but you will not be disappointed. I'm so amazed at all of the things that we don't know that we connect with, Queen. And when we find out, it's like discovering It's like unlocking a new level in self. That's what I felt when I read this report. I
Yes.
felt like I was unlocking a new level in myself that I did not know existed. It was such a beautiful read. I was not prepared for it. Sitting there reading my reports,
And
crying.
that's the important part.
I was crying, Queen. I was literally boo-hooing.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I'm like, I remember something. Oh God, please. I really don't want to cry on this live. Please just let me get through what I'm gonna say. I don't know if you remember. Listen, I just want to get through it, okay? Um, my very first reading with you was in June of last year. And I was telling Tanisha today, she did a spread on me, and I was telling her that the reading that I had with you changed my life. Like it literally changed the trajectory of my life. Okay. When I get discouraged, I never told you, but I recorded that. I recorded that session. And every time I get discouraged or I need to remember why I'm doing this, I go back and I play my read.
I've had other people do that. That's great.
Yes.
I'm amazed by that. I'm
Oh,
amazed by that. Gratitude.
I do. So there was
Don't you do
I,
it.
I'm not even looking at the wall, I'm just looking at the wall. I'm just gonna go with it, okay? Um, there are things there are things that you said that these people didn't know that you said to me that were revealed in this cardology report. That was revealed through Thetis, that was revealed through Tanisha. They didn't know. And they all connected inside of what you told me back in June of last. And it was almost
That fucking
like
part.
I call them like, little cheat codes to remind me. They're just these little winks along the way. Like, we haven't forgot about you. Like, this stuff is still going on, but we need you to get through all of this.
Yes.
Gotta wade through this stuff here so that you can get to your next level. And I see this stuff unfolding right before my very eyes. And that is why I've been boo-hooing on these reports and these readings. Like I was bawling my eyes out on the phone. It's like my reading with him was amazing. He had me so in my feelings, man. Like, you are really raising up an army, queen. I don't know if you realize it, but like you really have like some really, really strong commanders. You got lieutenant. Like, look, y'all better
But
book
see,
this.
that's what the point is supposed to be. But people get confused on that. So I'm glad you say that.
Y'all need to get
Yes,
on.
book with them. Who does the report? Ebony. The cardiologist, does the report. She is on the website, awalkwithancestors.com.
Mm-hmm.
And she does those.
It's so
She does the
interesting.
destiny reports, the cardiology.
Y'all will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, like, whatever Spirit was doing when he led Queen to select these people, Spirit knew what the fuck Spirit was doing. Because these people are amazing.
And we just had to get a few people out the way.
Look, snatching souls and saving lives is what we're about over here.
Now it's going to go.
Y'all need to just get on the good foot.
Period. Period. I'm so glad you said all of that.
I had to. It was on my
I
heart.
really am.
I look, and this aesthetic
Your
is
butt is so funny.
y'all better like whatever you gotta do. If you gotta combine one what is it, $115 or however you divide 225 by two, whatever you want to do, however you need to do it, y'all need to make sure that y'all be a part of these aesthetics. Queen, there is a person in my inbox right now from the Netherlands trying to buy a ticket to February 5th event. Y'all need to get your tickets, okay? Get your tickets.
Yes. Yes. February 5th and February 19th
Get your
are
tickets.
the dates for the aesthetic. They're going to be so good. They're going to be good. I'm just so nervous because I don't know why. I do this every time. Even when we was out on tour doing it, I was nervous even then, you know.
I think that's the humility side of you, though, Queen.
But they're gonna be good.
I really feel like that's your
You think
humility.
so, Queen?
Yes, I do. Like, they say that if you still get nervous about, the people that, make their money in the world, the CEOs, the corporations, the musicians, the singers, the artists, they say that if you still get nervous, you're never comfortable because you realize that anything can happen. They say that those people are still grateful that they're able
Correct.
to do those things that they can do. So if you were not nervous, I would be afraid.
Absolutely.
And I
Ooh,
just
ain't that the
I
truth?
yeah,
Because
I
I
love
definitely the
that.
fuck am.
I love that you are who you say you are, Queen. I think that's the best part about knowing you is just
Oh,
that you are who you say you are.
well, I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you feel like that.
We love you, Queen. It's all love.
Oh, somebody done got them a destiny report. Cause period.
Come
Get
on
on there and
here.
get that.
Get them. Get them. You better get them. Y'all better get them.
Getting while the getting is good.
I mean,
Cause she fuck around and be booked out.
no, for real.
It's just so much. You know what I mean? It's so much. And that's kind of why it takes the time that it does take for her to do them,
Mm-hmm.
and send them out to you because they're detailed. They
Yes.
are almost like you're getting your life path number type shit and all this shit. Like it's almost some similar to that where you're learning about who you are.
I listen. I don't know how to play like spades and speed and what's the other card games with the jacks and the spades and all of that? Poker. I don't know how to play none of that stuff.
Yeah,
But
spades and stuff.
these cards are used for these reports, and it's so interesting that they mean more than what they tell us they mean. That's the part that got me.
I used to know a big guy that I went to truck driving school. He used to do that. He would read the regular deck of cards, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's some deep shit. Cause that's why I keep telling Ebony, like, what she do is so different. People need to understand what it is. It's so different,
Mhm.
and I'm excited for people to just start getting to know what it is that she does and start experiencing it. Cause
Mhm.
that's gonna fuck some people up. That's gonna change some lives.
Is is it really is?
All right. Now, did we have? You said we got quite a few a walk with crime.
Yes, Queen. Yes, we do. Got a whole folder.
Okay. So, what were some of the ones you said you found very interesting? 'Cause I know you said you found a couple of them very interesting.
Let me see. Let's see.
Like I've
Okay.
been staying away from the black girl that went with the white guy, and he
Right.
called said that she woke up and she was dead. Like, 'cause we know what happened. We know what
Yeah.
happened. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, it's very obvious. It's very obvious. Okay, let's see. Someone named someone named Danita Boone writes, "This happened to my daughter's best friend on her birthday. The girl in the mugshot stated that she intended for it to be my daughter, which I don't understand because she was friends with both of them, and not to mention my daughter's friend Taya. Mother stopped us from attending her funeral after she's been around us for years, and I told the mother a year prior where they were hanging at. I don't want to feel responsible for anything. I just want to know who really ordered the hit and why. So there's an article, and the article
Mhm.
is 3 charged in death of 17-year-old Jersey City girl. So let me send this to you.
Okay. Wow.
I'm finna send this to
Okay.
you.
Gamey mom, we want you to book with Eb. You say, I'm so sorry, I just booked with Eb. You should. I want you to.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
on my website. As long as you're booking her through my website.
Okay, I sent you the email, but I'm finna send you
Okay,
the
go ahead,
link.
Maya.
I sent you the email, but I'm sending the link to your phone.
Okay. Can you turn on your camera and let us see it
Yeah, let me
so I
pull it
don't
up on the
have to click
computer.
out?
Let me pull it up here. 1 second. And I'll turn it around.
Yeah, she getting booked. Yes, ma'am. Go on and get that.
Get them booking.
They sent them payroll. Didn't you, Maya? You sent them payroll?
Yes. Well, for the ones that sent it to me, I did.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has any.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
gratitude to you guys for sending in those Owago crime cases and those who are currently sending them now.
Gratitude, Flame. What you mean you didn't put your info in? If you booked with her, you didn't put your date of birth. You didn't put your date of birth and stuff. Is what you're saying? Okay. Okay. So email that to Maya, please, on the MJ for Black Magic. Email her and just tell her what happened so we can give it over to Ebony.
Did I say her name was Danita? Okay. All right,
Uh-huh.
Queen. I got it pulled up. I'm gonna turn my camera around. Can I turn my
Okay.
camera? Oh, I have to turn it the other way? I have to turn it with my phone. Okay, come navigate this for me.
Yeah.
I thought you could flip the camera on. Is it facing the computer? You gotta turn the camera on. Okay, turn it to one. I don't think you can flip it. Can you see that, Queen? Can y'all see that?
Yes, I can see it. If you could just get closer to it, I can see it though.
Okay.
Is that two women and a man?
Yeah, the man is in the middle. Do you think it would make a difference if we turned it sideways? The phone. Is it bigger?
Just turn to sit it up, like push it upward.
Okay.
Like, okay. Well, I can see that. I can see it. I just can't read it, but I can see it. And that's
Okay,
a man in the middle?
yeah, let me go back up. You'll scroll up. I think she's looking at the picture, but I can hold on.
Damn, them are teens?
Okay. Yeah. Well, it says 2 women in the 2 are 19 and 1 is 24. So it looks like the girls are 19 and the guy is 24.
With his old ass. Okay. So now what happened?
It says 2
What does
women
the
and a
email
man have
say
been
again now,
charged in the
Maya?
murder of a 17. Oh, go back to. Hold on. Wait. Let me go back. Okay. It says this happened to my daughter's best friend on her birthday. The girl in the mugshot stated that she intended for it to be my daughter, which I don't understand because she was friends with them both. Not to mention my daughter's friend Taia's mother stopped us from attending her funeral after she's been around us for years, and I told the mother a year prior where they were hanging at, and I don't want to feel responsible for anything. I just want to know who really ordered the hit and why.
Okay, understood. So it didn't end up being her daughter, ended up being the daughter's best friend.
Yes, but I guess they said that
And
it was supposed to be for
it's
her
almost
daughter.
like they would have preferred it to have been her daughter.
That's what she said, that
So
it
they
was really
rather have
supposed
been
to.
her daughter, I guess. I could
Yeah, that's what she said. She said that the hit was
understood.
intended for
Okay.
her daughter.
Oh wow, wow. I mean, that's unfortunate, man, and I can understand it from both sides. I definitely can, man. It's unfortunate. Okay. And what's her daughter's name? And the girl name is Taia.
Yeah. Let me see. Did they say the girl's name in the article? Yeah,
So,
Taia Garner. It says she was fatally shot on Rutgers Avenue near New Street at 10:30 p.m. on July 6th. She was taken to the Jersey City Medical Center and pronounced dead at 4:36 a.m. on July 7th.
Okay. On July 7th. Okay. And her name is, what's her full name? Taia what did it say?
Garner,
Garner.
Garner.
Hmm. Okay, but she says that this was
I guess
supposed to
this is
be for her daughter, but
this
huh?
this is the girl.
Okay. Oh. Okay. But see, that's what I'm saying. She says that the girl said it was supposed to have been her daughter, but even in that instance, I still feel like it wasn't about her daughter. I
Mm,
feel like it was about someone else that would be connected to her daughter.
mm.
And not even that is necessarily that is connected to the young woman, her, Taia, but it feels like there's something about the connection to I want to say a male or something that would be connected to Danita's daughter, if that's Danita's daughter. Um, but this is okay. This is also about something. Like this is about something else because the young woman keeps saying we knew that there was a chance that this might like come back on us. So it feels like there is something more than meets the eye here. Like there's a whole different situation. Like this, at first it feels like jealousy to me. Like when it comes to one of the females, it does feel like some sort of jealousy there, but it feels like it's connected to something else or someone else.
Mm.
I would be interested in speaking to Danita's daughter.
Okay. I can definitely share an email if you like.
Uh, yeah, reach out to her, but I'm gonna listen. I feel like somebody, because you know how you say somebody's sick, but you're not calling them physically sick or something like that. You mean like they are mentally sick, like this motherfucker sick. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I kind of feel like I don't know if she's talking about this young man that's in the middle, or like what we talking about because I feel like she keeps saying like somebody's sick, but it don't feel like we're talking about a physical illness.
Hmm.
Hmm. She keeps making me feel like they just kind of do what they do back at the races, back to the races, back like doing something. I keep hearing races, but I don't know if we're talking about like racist or races, like running races. Like I don't understand. So I'm just saying it that way. I need to put that out there because I don't understand that. Um, she's saying something about she wanted to do what she wanted to do. I want to do what I wanted to do, and then we sometimes like compromise or just do certain things. Or I do things myself and she do some things, but it feels like, mm, I don't know if somebody had a separate set of friends. But I almost feel like one of the girls, like I feel like a girl shot her. Do they say if the girl pulled the trigger or the boy pulled the trigger? 'Cause I feel like one of the girls pulled the trigger.
See, Heavenly Cherry, 19, was charged with first degree murder. 24-year-old Jaquel Carter was charged with first degree murder as an accomplice. And 19-year-old Ismay Tinker Trent was charged with third degree hindering a murder investigation.
So then the cherry girl is who pulled the trigger.
I would assume so because she's the one with the more harsher sentence. It says
Okay.
Cherry was also charged with murder as an accomplice, conspiracy to commit murder, possession of a weapon for unlawful purposes, and unlawful possession of a weapon.
Huh.
And that's it. That's pretty much.
The weird part, I kind of feel like this was really supposed to happen like a day before, 2 days before, like something. I don't even know if it was necessarily that it's just supposed to have been the other girl, but I just feel like I don't know, like it still wasn't about her. Even if it was about her, I feel like it's something else. It's something deeper than that, and I keep wanting to acknowledge a male. So I don't know, like what the male has to do with it. If it was really about him, or if he is the person that's behind the hit because there's something about a male that would have some sort of involvement. I don't know if that is the male that's in the middle or if we're talking about a separate guy.
Well, it says
women. I feel like one of them girls got a connection to the male that's in the middle. Like one of them has a connection to him.
It says that both of the girls are in custody at a youth detention center, and the guy is at large. Like he hasn't been caught or whatever. Mm-mm.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay. She keeps saying loose lips sink ships. One of them has a stronger connection to him than the other one. And I don't know, like, there's a connection there with one of them. And I almost want to say both of them, but it feels like one is his cousin, one is his girlfriend type shit. I feel like there's a connection. Like they're not just people he know. I feel like there's some sort of connection to them. Um, but I also keep feeling like there's a fourth person, like there's somebody else, like another guy or something. Like there's something else that's not right about that. Um,
I think I found another article. I'm waiting on it to load.
I'm wondering, reason I want to also speak with Miss Anita is because I'm almost feeling like maybe her daughter knows something and maybe either she doesn't know she know it or, like I feel like she's quiet, she's not saying something and maybe she needs to be saying something. But I feel like there's a reason, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's either hidden or unseen right there. Because there's a connection. I feel like this is about a guy or like it's about her, but it's not about her. It just no.
Oh, when they shot her in the head, gunshot wound to the head.
Man, that's so fucked up.
Hmm.
It's fucked up. It's something about a guy. I ain't lying. It is.
Mm. It's not saying, okay, none of these are saying anything about a fourth person. Let me look and see if I can find something else. Do you think it was over a
Because I
guy?
feel like it's about somebody else or I don't know if it's over a guy or if the guy is the one that's behind it or if this was about him, like somebody that one of these girls had a connection to, and it was about him. Not necessarily about them, but I keep feeling like there's something more, like to do with this, almost like because the girl said to me, she keeps saying we kind of thought we kind of knew or we thought that this might have a potential to come back. So it feels like there is something that someone did or knows about something that happened
Mm-hmm.
and are not really saying anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You said were they at street races? I don't even know what that is, but she kept saying races. But I didn't feel like she was talking about like, prejudice races. I felt like she kept saying races, like running or, like I feel like races, but I don't get that part, so I just said it.
Mm-hmm.
Queen the Empress, what is that? What do you mean? Yeah. I'm gonna listen for a moment though. I don't know if that's connected to that or if that's connected to somebody on here. I keep seeing somebody whose face is like burnt up or something. Like something happened
Mm.
to someone's face, or someone's face was like, like burnt up or something. I don't know if that's connected to someone on here, or if that's connected to this girl or these people. I don't understand that. But I definitely keep seeing that. Somebody has a connection to somebody that was burnt up, or like burnt on their face, or had something thrown on their face. That's connected
Hold
to
on,
you,
let me
Adventures
go
of
back.
Southern Belle. Your aunt caught fire.
Mm.
Huh. Um, your aunt caught fire. Understood. But let me ask. No, no, like not that age. Like this person is burned up. Like disfigured. Like the skin is disfigured. Like somebody was burned up. Um, and if this is for you, Southern Belle, where does that D? You have to go back and forth to Augusta Bernstein. What does that D name connect for you, Southern Belle? Is that like Deborah or D name? What's that D name connected to you if this is for you? Hmm. Like did they have to? Did they have to? So that's why I'm asking because I gotta know, make sure it's for you. You say his name. I have a cousin. Wait a minute. 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 His name. His name Decloyd. He was burned with hot tar years ago. His face is still messed up. He said I have a cousin who's burned 90%. Had to go to Shriners, but I got my here. My cousin's last name is Dukes. Okay. But who would have also like had to have had something like removed? Like I don't know if the ear had to be removed or the fingertips had to be removed. Like it's something that was missing from this person as well. Like it had to been like a ear had to be removed, or fingertips or something would have had to be removed or is taken off. You said gasoline thrown on me. Me and my mom, the man tried to kill us. My ear fell off. I had to get it sewn back on. And so, where would the D name connect for you, though? You said he was hit by a drunk driver. He was working on the road, and yes, his fingers and ears messed up, so they call him Juvie. And you say you have an Uncle Donnell. Okay, let me understand. So, is he crossed or is he living, Sahara? He's living. All right, let me listen. Okay. So how much do you know about the person, Sahara? How do you connect with this person? He's your cousin. Okay. So you should kind of know some stuff. Okay. Now, so connected to y'all, Sahara, where does the person come in, or is this also him that has the condition of like something with the brain or something with the head or remembering? Who would have had that, or who is dealing with that? Or you know what I mean, or did somebody have it before they passed? I don't know if that's a stroke or what happened, but something mentally. You said his grandmother, my grandmother, our sisters. Okay, but who had something happen mentally to where they either they couldn't remember or they have a tough time remembering? Head, he was shot in the head. Okay, head is someone different. Head is different. Head is different from Juvie. And did Head survive that or he passed on? I need to understand that part. Hmm. Okay. You said no, ma'am. Juvie was shot in the head years ago. Got it. Okay. Okay. So this is all still him we're talking about. Who is the lady that's crossed over on that side of the family, Queen? Who is that? Is that his mom or is that your mom? Is that grandma? Who is the woman that's crossed over that's on that side of the family? And then somebody also had, and they could be still living. They could be still living, but I want to understand where the P name come in at, like Pat, your grandmother, Ada Mae. Okay. So where's the P name? And they could still be living. Like I said, it could be Pat or Patrick or it could be Pumpkin. There's a P name that also connects over there too. Unless that's your father's side of the family. There's a P name I need to acknowledge. Okay, your Uncle Patrick. Okay, got it. All right. So are you wanting to have a baby, Sahara? Or is there some baby that you're trying to bring home? Like what are we talking about? Because they keep saying the baby will come. So I don't know if they're telling you that a baby will come or if you're wanting a baby and they're just telling you that a baby will come. What's the baby will come? Yes, ma'am, you want a baby. Okay. Because they say the baby will come. And I feel like it'll be in your likeness, meaning like even I feel like your genes are going to be stronger. Like the baby is going to be looking more like you. I also feel like you need to de-stress. Like just kind of like allow yourself to be stress free. Um, in some way to where your body can relax so you can get pregnant. It's something about going to a beach, whether that's Myrtle Beach or what that is. I don't know if you stay around the Myrtle Beach because that was what I saw was Myrtle Beach. But it just feels like I don't know if you're going to take a trip or if you're supposed to be taking a trip. There's something about Myrtle Beach. I don't know what that is or why or a beach. I don't know why they keep saying that. But I'm just going to say that to you. Um, I don't know why y'all can't see her comments. I don't know. And then, what's the connect? You say Louisiana. You're going to Louisiana, and then when you give me your answer, just answer in a kind of a sentence so I'll know what you're talking about, what you mean. Um, I don't know why they keep calling you or saying Powerpuff Girls, Powerpuff Girls, Powerpuff Girls, whatever the hell that is. They keep saying it, and so you say you stay in Louisiana. Okay, but they keep saying Myrtle Beach, so I don't know if they're trying to say you need to like take you a vacation to a beach or what does Myrtle Beach have to do with you or connected to you? But they keep saying something about a beach. I keep saying Myrtle Beach, but it could just be a beach. I don't know. So I'm gonna say that to you. But they keep calling you Powerpuff Girl. I don't know if you like used to like those when you was little. I don't know what that is because I'm just that's what they say to say, and I'm gonna say that to you. Um, oh, unless it's gonna be a girl. Oh, that could be that. Hmm. They say in your likeness. Oh, but they also say time waits for no one. So you have to get to it. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you need to get to it. Like, don't keep procrastinating, not even just with the baby, but like with everything else. And it's something about you need to control your temper or get yourself together on that level of where you're not acting out of emotion. You're actually thinking about the things before you step forward into it. So there's not like there's no hindrance to you because it's something about your temper, queen. Yeah, I know it's a cartoon, but I don't know what they saying. I don't know if they calling her that. I couldn't remember if it was Powerpuff or Powerpuff. I don't know, but Powerpuff. I don't know if she used to have them or she like. I don't know what that is. Now, Coco Divine. They're telling me I need to acknowledge your mom. Don't know why I'm acknowledging your mom. Yeah, you got to control it, Sahara, so you can move forward, okay, Queen? I love you from a genuine place. I'm going to let them pull their energy back. Somebody's calling for Coco Divine. And I want to understand. They keep telling me to acknowledge your mom. I don't know if mom is still living, excuse me, or what the situation is with mom, and they keep saying for me to acknowledge your mom. So let me do that. They're talking about taking the first steps or you taking your first steps. I don't know if we're talking about taking the first steps into doing something right now, if they're talking about taking the first steps like when you first took your steps when you were young, but they're talking about taking first steps. They tell me that it's something about the way that you think. Um, I don't know if you're always in your thoughts or thought process, but it's almost like you almost have the ability to work certain things out in your mind. You know what I mean? Like you can work certain things out in your mind, but I almost feel like it's not always real of what you think. but you have it all plotted out in your mind. It's something about that. Now, it's something about where's the R name? Like Rich, Richie, Richard, Rika. Where's the R name at, Coco? While I wait for Coco to tell me where that R name at, Fonzo Blessed. Um, you got to be true to you, and you got to quit trying to make stuff happen. Quit trying to force things, and wherever you feel like you're supposed to be. If it's not in the city of where you are right now, and you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere else, you probably should just do that because trying to force something, Fonzo, is never going to work. Is never going to be what you want it to be. So it's like I know you may not want to be where you are right now, but you got to figure out where you want to be and how to get there. Now you said Roslyn, your aunt Roslyn is crossed. Okay, gotcha. Have you been cutting people off or something, Coco? Like, what is the separation or the isolation? Are you cutting people off? It's almost like an energy that you keep coming with as well. Like you said, yes, ma'am. Okay. But inside of you cutting these people off, Coco, I want you to make sure that you're cutting them off for the correct reasons, and being honest why you're cutting them off. But if you still need to cut them off, that's still neither here nor there. Cut them the fuck off. But it's about the reasonings of behind it. And I say that because it's like if you're really mad about ABC, don't tell them you're cutting them off because of X. Just tell them why you're really cutting them off and just move on. Just move on. Um, it's also something about Coco, something about like that car ain't gonna make you, or the car or the truck ain't gonna be. I don't know if you like feel like you need it or you gotta have it. It's gonna show somebody something or it's gonna do something for you. It's just gonna be a vehicle of transportation. I don't know if you feel like you want to upgrade the car or what this is, but it's something about a car or a truck or a vehicle. And they keep saying like it's either you or it's not going to make you or something. It's just not going to prove the point. Like, I don't know if you need somebody to know that you can do stuff on your own or what this is, Coco, but the spirit wants you to know that you got this. You can do what you need to do. You ain't got to showboat. You ain't got to tell nobody. You just do what you do and let it speak for itself. You know? Oh, jeez. Okay. So they keep saying, gratitude, Coco. They keep saying Juice World is coming through. But I already gave them info on Juice World. I really feel like somebody just took advantage of you. It's something about he's talking about something about publishing, something about the publishing. I don't know if that's the publishing of music, um, different of opinions, like not making himself available for some things. I don't know if he was missing like certain rehearsals and different shit. It just feels like excuse me, Juice wasn't making himself um like you weren't making yourself. He wasn't making himself available for different things like radio interviews or like it just feels like he was doing some things, but he really wasn't. He keep talking about something about publishing. and the people that he had around him and the team. He's also talking about, I don't know if he talking about security or the lack of security that he had, and feeling like he had people around him that I feel like he thought he knew, but I feel like I don't know why he keeps showing me the little light skin. Like, he almost like light skin, red light skin, but it's light skin, kind of a pointy nose, um, kind of tight lips. He may have some kind of locks or dreads in his hair, little twisties in his hair or something. Um, Real skinny. He keeps showing me him. I don't know if that's like his friend or something, but it just feels like dog. They did me wrong, dog. Like they did me wrong. But I also again feel like he was spinning out of control. But I feel like his vice was used against him. And he makes me feel like they were feeding his not even that they were feeding his habit, but feeding his craving for the habit and the certain things that he was doing, and then not knowing if he had people around him. Like I feel like he felt like he had a couple people around him he could trust, or a family or something, like he could trust them to a certain degree. But I also feel like he felt like he had people around him that he could not trust, and I feel like there was a lot that came with it. I also feel like he questioned again about like if he really wanted to do his music or do the music. But like I almost feel like this was his means of escape, whether that was escape financially or if this was like a means of escape far as um like just speaking and being vocal and getting himself out that way. It's almost like what they had found in his system could have killed like a horse or took out a cow or two cows. Like it just feels like something was laced with something, but I also feel like somebody gave it to me, like somebody's getting paid to do certain things, but they were using me against me, is the way it feels for me. He tells me he got some fans on here that like his music. I've never heard Juice World's music. If I have, I don't know what it is, and I apologize for that. I just have not. He said that's okay. It may not be everybody's flavor. He said he talk about some real things, things he felt, seen, or been through, or saw. Other people go through. Um, as well as just some things that he say made up, but it feels like made up. But I know that these things happen, or these are the things that we talk about, or it feels like some things are made up or exaggerated. He's telling me like at times he felt like he should have been happy, and that's even growing up. He makes me feel like he wasn't happy, even though some things he felt like he should have been happy with. He also says he just don't know how he got here. He doesn't know how he got there. Oh, there was already that many people in the chat. You probably couldn't see it, B. It didn't went up about 100 though. Um, he's talking about the videos, like video or videos. Some it's fun, but you know, what about he said something about a director or something, or directing it, or a director. He tells me he saw some things quite early, but he didn't really like. I don't feel like he engaged in a lot of stuff, but he saw some things quite early. He makes me feel like they thought that they had them one dealing with him, and whoever the other young man is, the Extension or whatever. Like I feel like they thought they had one. Like I feel like they were. Well, I can't say think they had one. I feel like they did because I keep feeling like puppets. Like a puppet, or just like a decoy, like prey, right? Like they were prey, like they really just brought them in as a, oh my God, really? Wow, that took a turn. It's almost like they brought them in under a fake guise of them signing. And I've heard this happen, but not on this extent. But like they had them come in and they gave these young men record deals, but it's almost like they were the prey. Where once they signed the record deals, like they were bidded on type shit. They energy or something was bidded on, like on Get Out, and they were just like, it just feels like that was like the money that they were promised for the record deal feels like what they were being bought or sold for. That shit is fucking me up. That is weird. That took a turn. That took a turn. He makes me feel like they promised the other young men if they would use them and help to sacrifice them, they promised them record deals. It's like an endless cycle. And because people don't even know some of these guys that are getting the record deals, you don't even know that this is happening to them. He keeps repeating like young Marlo, and that was somebody that I had learned something about in that sense when I was in Atlanta at that time. But he keeps saying young Marlo, and I understand why he's saying that because these young men are sacrificing each other. They're being led to sacrifice each other, but they're meeting their demise inside of it because they don't really understand the game that they playing. And he says he did not know either. He tells me that this was not some natural like overdose or drug thing. I don't really even know what happened to Juice World, but that's the way he's saying it to me. Like this is not some just when I say natural, like natural OD. I feel like somebody did something, gave him something. Either he ingested something that was not right, or was injected with something. Okay, like stuck with something. Either he like what something was not correct inside of his physical body, and he said to me, maybe eventually it would have happened, but it wouldn't have happened like that. You know what I mean? It just feels like, okay, yeah, this may have happened eventually, like if I was still doing some dumb shit, but I almost feel like it's very dramatized as well, like very hyped. Like maybe he didn't even do the kind of shit that you see him doing on camera. Like that wasn't really his everyday CeeLo either. So I almost feel like that's why they say that some of his actions were used against him too. Because I almost feel like it's like I wasn't lying, but I was not being completely who I was. I feel like it was like over dramatized, or like it was stretched just to give him a persona. You know what I mean? It feels like yes, that's who he is, but no, that's not who he is at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Huh? That's crazy. He say, "My life, my lie. My life, my lie." Well, what do you mean? But I feel like he would tell somebody, "Fuck you" in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna. It almost feels like yes, he wanted the record deal, but I feel like that's also why he keeps saying like he was still trying to figure out if that's really what he wanted to do, like second guessing it almost, but understanding this was a good opportunity or his break, but not understanding the game that was being played. But he keeps talking about who he was and something about dating or not dating. And like when he says that to me, he keeps saying like, "But I didn't give a fuck." You know what I'm saying? Like, not gonna force myself to do something or be something that's not naturally being me. I feel like I was already doing some different things that wasn't necessarily all me. You know what I mean? I don't know why he keeps bringing up his mom. He keeps mentioning his mom. I don't know if I need to send love to his mom or what that is, but he keeps mentioning his mom. I don't know what he means by do the work or doing the work or did the work or do the work. I don't know what he means with it. Huh. Huh. I'm sorry, I was trying to read y'all's comments. Well, what he keeps basically saying to me is like, um, I feel like he just wasn't who they was putting him out to be. I feel like someone got paid to give him something bad or something wrong, and I feel like that person was either around me a lot or I knew them. It just feels like something happened to him that shouldn't have happened to him. And he keeps bringing the other person up, saying me and him, like that person, like Extension or whatever the fuck his name is, like and like him too. But I keep seeing him like he is like on a chain, almost like they have him like chained by the neck, um like they showing me this picture of the guy who owns Empire Records, and he had some little guy with a different color hair, blonde on one side, black on the other side. He had him like by a chain by his neck or something. And that's what they keep showing me over and over again. I don't know who he is or why they're showing me that, but you know what I mean. I need to say that. Almost like they tried to have him in a chokehold, or they had him, like tried to have him on a chain or something. And it just feels like things were not right, you know. Oh my goodness. Um, Wait, that's who that is? The picture they keep showing me? Oh, that is him? Oh, okay. Yeah, they dreads, they locks. Oh, that is him. Okay. Well, it's like they're showing me that, and it feels like that has a meaning to it. Like he was on a chain or he was on a chokehold. Like there's so many things that was being done, you know. Um, but I paused for that long second because, girl, they was telling me something else, y'all. Shit. They just told me, and I'm gonna say allegedly and allegedly on all of this, from Juice World to Extension, and from this bitch here that I'm getting ready to talk about really quickly before I go. I'm gonna have to call you back because I gotta go get my clothes out the dryer and see what's going on. But they just fucking told me that allegedly, oh my god, that Mother Teresa was not the saint that they made her out to be, and that she was the overseer of different like children organizations and orphanages, because she was the overseer allegedly, and quote unquote, and allegedly the overseer of the sex trafficking ring of the children. That was a complete front and a fraud, and she was like over that. They said that she was only that in the light's eye, that she was really like heartless, or like really like not good behind the closed doors. That just blew my motherfucking mind, because they keep saying like how of a fraud she was, and that she was like, they tell me that this has been going on for a very long time, a long number of years. They keep saying fraud, 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 fraud. Now that's deep. They keep telling me that Stalin, if y'all don't know who Stalin is, look Stalin up. I think he was over Russia, but they keep saying Stalin used to have children lay in his bed. So it allegedly, child, like they all have been in cahoots with each other for a number of years. A number of years. Said he had children that laid in his bed. Like I almost feel like his real wife, if you saw his real wife was like 12 or type shit. Like he was laying with children. That shit is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Mm. Look, they back to saying Antonio Banderas. It's something gonna happen with that, because they keep saying this man's name since the other day, Antonio Banderas. Like there's something with that. We got to keep an eye on Antonio Banderas. They said while you're keeping your eye on somebody, keep your eye on Julia Roberts as well. I don't feel like she was into children or anything, but I feel like she's been passed around in the industry. Like she's done some things. Like I keep seeing somebody putting their fingers in her. That's crazy. It's almost like the irony of Pretty Woman, and like how she came across that role or how she got that role. It just feels like very irony, and this is all allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know who that is that's talking, but they are telling me about some of the secret parties that come. I almost feel like that's Arizona Wilder. Wow. Holy shit. Hmm. I know you don't like the word holy. I'm sorry, Yehuda. Um, but she's talking about the secret parties. Like I keep feeling like there are extremely powerful being people, mankind, genome people that fly in. And I know about Bohemian Grove, to a certain extent, but um they're telling me about elite secret parties, and I keep seeing men in suits and they're smoking cigars, and there's also women there, very very prominent or very wealthy women as well. They may be there on their own allegedly. That none of like they're It may be couples, but it don't feel like they're couples. I feel like everybody is there individually, and I feel like they're there to bid on certain things, from children to um, housemaids to like everything. Like they're getting ready to bid on certain stuff, and it's like like it's entertainment for them or something. And it's what I see, and what I see, and that's crazy. I'm gonna say it because what I see is like the female chooses like who she wants, and I see her take this person, look like a kid, but not a baby, but like a kid, um, to a separate room, and I see her pull the shirt back on the arm, like the forearm, and she's like biting into the arm. Like that's crazy to me. That's like vampire shit. That's like a movie type shit. But I feel like we're not looking at a movie. And they make me feel like there are like two or three places that they can bite them on. And it looks like one is like the forearm, like right where the veins are or something. I don't even know if it got anything to do with the veins, but that's fucking me up. And then I see them like opening their mouth and they can bite them on the temples, like across their head, where their bite is on each side of the temple. And then right there at the back of the neck, right there at the pinch at the top of the neck where the head and the neck meet, somewhere in there as well. And they keep saying something about the fat in the blood, the Adena, draining and draining the life force, and how they have studied the blood and how they understand what the blood is, and we don't understand what the blood is. The blood is gold. The blood is priceless. It's almost like the blood, like fatty tissue and like the liver or something. Like spleen and liver. Like it's certain things inside the body that they crave or they prefer to have. Wow. They're showing me like how they take the daggers, and there's something about, oh my God, like they have them, they strap them down or something, but they don't kill them because they want the heart still beating. Something about the heart still needs to be beating, and like them being afraid or being scared, and I see them like slit them down the chest, and the heart is still fucking pumping and still beating. And it's like that is a delicacy. It's like they go crazy for that. Like it's almost like they're vultures and they want that, and it's still beating. Child, that is crazy. I believe this is Arizona Wilder that I'm talking to, and she keeps telling me that she's seen a lot of different things. And I feel like I know she has a daughter, but she makes me feel like she has other children, and like they now have her other children or something. I almost feel like she got three kids, but I don't know, but it feels like three. I know she has a daughter though. I remember that from watching her, but I don't know if she has other children. But she makes me feel like she has other children. She's talking about kill rooms. They have kill rooms. And then she's showing me this movie called Hostel, but it's like Hostel Part Two, where they can pay or something like that, where they can pay and take you into one of these rooms, and they can like slaughter you or kill you in different ways. But she calls them kill rooms, and it feels like it's like I don't know, like blood and shit everywhere. If they want to rip them apart, like this shit is surreal. It's surreal. It's surreal. She's telling me that June, the month of June, is going to be a very like prominent time, and everybody must keep their eye on their children. She says the numbers are going to be high. They expect for them to be high. They're planning on this. They're planning this to take the children. It's something about the taking of the children or children becoming missing, but they're telling me like you have to watch the children, watch them all the time, but it's something about the month of June. So let's just watch the children and, make sure that they're good. Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, man, but we're going to maneuver and we're going to make it through because we're strong people. We're strong people. And we have our ancestors. Our ancestors watch over us. They guide us. They work with us. They are our first line of defense. And then we have all of the natural elements around us. And then we have the higher frequencies. And then we have the high council. We have the deities, and then we have the high council. Like there are levels, and we have a lot of backup here. We have to utilize in it, and that's okay. That's all right. We're going to be fine. You know what I mean? It's a lot, but it's all right. Just know that your ancestors got y'all. We're good, and it's okay. I appreciate the souls. I appreciate Arizona Wilder, her spirit, trying to, her energy, trying to give us information. But that is really, really weird, because I feel like they're getting ready to go into that bidding thing or whatever they're doing. Um, and I feel like it's certain levels to that bidding, because I feel like they bid on like states, cities, neighborhoods, populations inside of that, breakdowns of an area like boroughs and different like towns and town centers, and it just feels like they break down and they bet a lot of different things. I don't understand that. I know that to be something different, but I don't understand. But they did send a word about this before, but I still don't understand it because they keep saying the sorors, the sorors, the sorors, sorors, almost like sororities, but sorors, like sorors win all the time, and I feel like maybe we don't exactly understand because somebody told me that the spirit told them I need to pay attention to the sororities and the fraternities, and now they keep telling me that the sorors win a lot. Um, and I'm feeling like we don't understand some of the shit that we use, like the sororities and fraternities. I'm feeling like maybe we don't understand different concepts. You know, I gotta go and get my stuff, y'all. We got some time. I might be able to. I might be able to come back. I might be able to come back. I gotta go get my clothes though. We may be able to pick up where we leave an outfit. You know what I mean? Gratitude, my MV.
Gratitude
Oh, could be
3.
George Soror.
And it's
Oh, Look at this, y'all. I didn't gratitude, Mom. I didn't even think about that. Yes. It says, okay, that makes so much sense, don't it? Oh, you want to sit in the car? Y'all can sit in the car while I go get my clothes. Y'all gonna be good, behave now. I could put y'all in my pocket because I don't trust these folks around here. I don't know them like that, like that. I'm hoping. I was asking y'all. Oh shoot. I was asking y'all what y'all was talking about. China Black. What you was gonna ask me, China? Oh, Cappy and the Open Society. About Russia and Ukraine. I don't even know why they brought up Stalin at all. That was really super weird. Oh, what am I doing? Man, we should have had Bible study. That's what we should have did.
That would have been good too, Queen.
Yes, right? Might be able to still get it in. Y'all be up. I want something else to eat, but it ain't really much open. What y'all got going on over there, Maya?
The same as you.
Mm,
Same as you. I'm sitting up here folding clothes.
okay, period.
Mm-hmm. Folding clothes and trying to get this list together.
I have been washed them. I'm about to let one hang out to dry. Even though it's a little dry, it ain't as dry as I need it to be, but that's okay because it's a sweater too. Man, trying
This
to
has been such
think.
a good show tonight, Queen.
Huh? Say it again.
This has been such a good. I said this has been such a good show tonight so far.
Oh, gratitude, right? We really got to get some readings in and stuff like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Juice World enforced his interview very quickly. Like, let
Sure
me
did.
just
He
speak
said, "You
my
gonna
piece and
get
get it
this
out.
interview. You gonna get this interview," is what he said.
I'm like, man, mine. Oh, mine. Man, I was noticing. I'm telling you. So I was noticing a couple people in the chat from when we was doing story time last night, this morning.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I'm telling you, I was watching them two people. And if you ever think I'm lying, all you got to do is ask me, and I'm gonna tell you. Because if I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a reason to. So if I'm telling you
Right.
a story, I'm telling you something. I'm telling you real shit. And
Right.
that's why I'm working on this little thing I put together. Y'all don't even know. I've been working on it for a couple of days. I'm putting together the storyboard with the people,
Yes.
some of the people that I was talking about. Like, I'm putting together a storyboard,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna play it. But I gotta be careful about like some of the people that I put up there. I can't just, you know. But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something that was crazy. One of the story times, child. After I got off, I kept seeing somebody in the chat say, "Check your inbox." So when I seen it, she tell me that one of the persons I
Uh-oh.
was talking about was her daddy. And she
Whoa.
was like, "You right?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She was like, "Yeah, no need. You right." I'm like, "Wow,
Oh man.
that shit was crazy."
Oh. I guess you never know who's watching and listening.
Right, that part, that part. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but what bomb? What bomb? China? I mean, official. What we talking about?" But I don't have no reason to lie. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of people y'all used to, but that ain't me. If I'm telling you something, bitch, I'm telling you something. I'm gonna even tell you like, cause sometimes I watch them back and I be talking so fast,
Uh-huh.
I might say some shit like 17-week month. You know what I mean? Cause I be talking fast, trying to get the story. Cause
Right.
my mind be everywhere, trying to get
Right.
it out. Cause I start thinking about some other shit. Like I started telling y'all about how Toddy thought she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So then I noticed that as I'm going into the story, I started telling y'all about the other people in the shelter. So I never went back to that story. You know what I'm saying? But I've told it before. I believe I have. Toddy was like 4, and she thought she was pregmicated, and that's how she said it. She said she was
Oh.
pregmicated because her stomach was fluffy like Kitty's, you know. So she thought she was pregnant, and she was breaking the news to me, and I was doing my little weave. That was when you slicked your hair down, and then you glued the weave on top of
Right. Come
your
on.
hair, a little quick weave, and
Yeah.
period. And so I was doing that. And in the bathroom, blow drying and holding it for a few seconds so it'll dry in place, and then blow drying it. And so she came and she put her hand on my shoulder and she took a deep breath, like, I'm pregmicated. Like, what? No, you're not. No, you're not. She really thought she was. No, you're not. I can't.
Oh.
What was her little mind thinking? I don't even know.
Mm, I don't know, Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, Queen, Miss Cat said remember last night when you told her she could ask you a question?
Uh huh.
She wants to know if spirit approves of like cremations or burials, or do they not want to do it? If I mean, do they not want them to do it, or is there a difference in the spirit?
It doesn't matter to them. A lot of that doesn't matter to them when they leave the physical. A lot of people, ask about like furniture and their physical bodies and what do they want to do with the house. Like they really don't care. You know what I mean? Like they care to a certain extent of the family
Mm-hmm.
and what that would mean for the family and how it would affect the family in that sense. But they really honestly don't give a damn because they're free from it. It no longer even
Right.
belongs to them.
Right. Makes sense.
I tell people all the time they don't even like for us to go out to the grave site.
I knew it. I figured as much. I don't even like
Yeah,
going
they
to the
don't
funeral. Mm-mm.
because you're taking them to where their physical body is laying,
Mm,
lifeless. So you know what I mean?
right. Some said why.
You say why?
Yeah. Somebody said
Because they no
why.
longer have a connection to that. They no longer have a need for that, and so you're taking them to where their body is resting. Like it just reminds them of their physical life that they had, that they no longer have, and it just kind of brings that up, but it lowers their frequency in a sense as well. You go out there, you crying. Now there is distracting their connection with you because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Now, their belongings and their clothes, they often ask for those to be given to people so they'll have something that belongs to them with their energy on it. It just makes people feel better, and it carries certain parts of their energy.
Mm.
But they've also said, like, tell them they ain't got to keep all that stuff. Just keep a shirt or a blouse or a pair of shoes and just get rid of the rest of that. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really even care, but if it makes you feel better, like they're giving you some sort of energy.
She said so cremation is okay and the soul is okay.
Yeah, two very different things. A lot of people don't want to be cremated because they just feel like, like they're burning, but you are not even connected to it any longer. You're very free from it. They just love and they love to live and they don't like they connect with the spirit world, but I mean in the physical world, but they don't, not like they used to. They're always around, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're always around. Of course the spirit follows you wherever you go because you are connected inside of the spirit. If the spirit don't follow you, you dead. You have a greater connection. Spirit is all around you. If you are disconnected from the spirit, I don't even want to be connected to you.
Right.
Yeah, those that are crossed over are not dead. We are actually this in reverse. They are the living, we are the dead. Now here's the lesson behind it for some of you who have never followed me, you just discovered me and you don't really know my teachings. This is what I teach, that we are the dead, the ones that are here in the physical flesh, and they are the living because now what you've been taught over the years, especially being in church, what is what they have taught you about the flesh? What did the church teach you about the flesh? I'm going to see if anybody knows. You say that it dies, that it's weak. You say, damn, I forgot. They teach you that your flesh is dead. They teach you that the flesh is dead, that it's weak and that it's dead. But they've never, that's right, the flesh is dead. But they never teach you that what is living on the inside has been captive and held prisoner inside of this physical vessel of dead. We are the walking dead, and it is not until you are freed back into the spirit that you are actually living. Flesh is dead, and that's what they've taught you. And we don't even look at it when we say that. So when I say to you, they are the living and we are the dead, they get very in a quote unquote feelings when you say that they are the dead because they are not. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Queen. We all have our roundabouts, our time that we'll be back into the spirit, back into the living. Um, and they can see. They can see a lot of things. They can see certain things. They can see how things are going. When people have crossed over, let me tell you something. I have talked to someone, and she told me that directly after committing suicide, right in the process of doing it, she knew she had made a mistake and she could not stop the process. She could not stop it, but she knew that she had made a mistake, and it was validated by her cousin who I was doing the reading for, and was telling me that there were like evidence of her trying to stop the process, and she couldn't.
That's so funny you say that, Queen, because I always say that the minute a person dies, especially if they've been in church or tricked in some way, when they die, like the minute that their soul leaves their body, they know immediately that they've been duped.
Yeah, yes, they see everything. The
Yep.
minute that they are crossing, when they're crossing over, like she was able to see everything, like how she could have fixed the problems, how it wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? Now you said, I thought you said they were once living.
Yep.
Some of them, some of them, some of them have never been what we consider like in the physical, in the physical. You know what I mean? So when we say living, I mean freedom, life, understanding. We don't have any of that. We have no comprehension of any fucking thing. The shit that I teach, when I tell you that I'm only scratching the surface, that doesn't even go deep down into anything. It's only strictly scratching the surface. So we are just still trying to get everything and figure things out because we're never going to know everything. We're never going to have that kind of understanding. Suicide is always a mistake because you are here to learn different things. You are, like, while you're trapped here, it's almost like, Ashe, Yehuda. Ashe, Yehuda. Listen, your physical prison, your physical vessel, like whatever you want to say, however you want to acknowledge our time spent here in our facilities. Remember, because your vessel is your facility, your vessel is your matrix, it's your personal matrix, it's your universe. So that time spent here, right? But your vessel, your body, they say, look at it like a Rubik's Cube. Like you're turning all of the pieces to try to unlock this so you can free yourself.
That's a good way to look at it. Gratitude, Yehuda.
Gratitude. Like, we need to understand. Because we're not understanding this shit. They say our comprehension of life is way off. Like, I've had people, parents and different things come back and loved ones say, and they're reading like, y'all are not doing it right. You're not doing it right. And it's like, we're not doing what right? You're not doing it right upon the physical plane. And they come to me like, well, what does that mean, Queen? What are they telling me? Because one of the people that should be on here, she said her mom came through her when she passed, and she said that y'all are not doing it right. We are not. We have no concept of what life really is. So when you see people like Jim Carrey say, we're not really here, we're just some matter floating around, interacting, doing things. When you look on the news and you see the crisis actors and you can tell they all just walking in a circle, moving some shit, doing some shit, that's really the fuck of what's happening right now. They're keeping you blind as long as they possibly can while they are filtering into their agenda. So they have kept you blind. You just walking in circles, just tapping people on the shoulder, just like tap your sister on the shoulder and say, amen. Amen, sister. Shut the fuck up because you are blind. You are blind. They are keeping you in a state of crisis acting. Crisis acting. We're always on set. We're always on camera. Boom, boom, boom. They keep us going in that way. So you are not looking around. Zombified. You hear me? Zombified. So you are not looking around. You are not realizing what's happening. They are manipulating. They are the puppet masters. That's why they call them that. So you are not fully functioning inside of what you should be. We are in the for real wrinkle of time. The world is a stage. Church and religion confuse a lot of us. It was meant to. The legions of many, legion are the legions of many. When they tell you in the Bible that the swine said they were many, we are many, the swine told them we are many. It is many of us. When you're looking at the word religion, it is legion. The legions of many. So when that swine told them that, that's what we are speaking about. The many legions of different sectors that are meant to keep you blind. This is a game of telephone. I wrote that in the book. That book I was telling you about, the Illuminati, made the church say, In that book, I'm telling you, I broke down a lot of shit. That's why they took it and stole it, right? when we are looking at that shit, man, they have set that into place. And for those who don't, oh my God, okay, there is a movie called The Gift. And some of it is in black and white, but when the children are born, they tell them what their gift is, and they put them in different pods on how they should be living type shit, right? That is what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? That is what's going on. So they kind of know by your blood type and all kind of shit of who you are. You just don't know who you are. You don't know if you're an earth worker or a light worker, if you're supposed to work with the water, you're supposed to work with the elements. You don't know, but they know. So they know what to do, what's going to keep you confused. Oh, she's going to be into music, and she's going to be into herself, and we can make her under the kitten type shit, the butterfly, the monarch. We can keep her under that sector because what do they use? They use the 7 deadly sins. They are motherfucking energies that they have set out, and it is different energies. That's how they know how to get you, because there are 7 different avenues that they use. They are using energy of the 7 deadly sins, and they have told you to stay away from them. So now you have the fear. Once you have the fear, you have the belief. And once you have the belief, they can do whatever they want to do because you now understand the belief, because they must tell you. Once they tell you, you hear it, you understand it. It takes hold. It has a process to be able to function in your life up under that fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? So now, when they activate inside of the 7 deadly sins, we're looking at lust, we're looking at anger, wrath, gluttony and greed. Like we looking at all of this, drunkenness. Like we looking at it all, and this is what they use. So if she's not overly sexualized in her mind, and all she want to do is the rings and money and clothes. Again, remember the hoes. Like if they not under that, then guess what? They're going to be under greed or gluttony. You know what I mean? Alcoholism, food intake. They dying from that. You understand what I'm saying? And then if it ain't that, they'll be killing each other because of the anger and the wrath, and then the lust for the money. Like they know how to use this energy. They know how to use this energy. Sloth, you hear me? Envy. So you'll get killed behind it. You would die behind it. You like hello, Juice WRLD, like how they portray him, even if he was doing pills, you know what I mean? Like they keep you promethazine, and you rapping about your death. You're idolizing your death by all counts. The ghetto, dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum, the ghetto. Bitches know. Like they know that they being shitty to each other. They just don't know why they can't stop. You know it's wrong that you keep fucking with this girl because this girl really ain't got nobody, and you know if somebody did this to you or your child or your sibling, you would have a heart attack. But you don't stop taunting this girl. You don't even know why you're doing it. But you are under a spell and you are doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's mean girl behavior because they want you to turn on each other. They want you to taunt each other. They want you by all costs, by all means, they're going to use this frequency and these energies against you. The food, there are different sectors. When I tell you it is a multifaceted cover-up in the things that they do, they know if they can get you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, they are able to do that by these frequencies. And remember, what is frequency, class? Spirit. Come on now. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Frequencies are spirits, and they have different levels. When you feel like you are down in the dumps, you have a spirit of oppression, depression, and idolization, and sexual lust, and sexual incompetency. Like you have different spirits on you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if they are not in a high frequency, They're not vibrating high. Sometimes I done been with people and the whole bed is shaking and trembling. And I'm like, why are you vibrating so high? You
Mm.
can physically feel it vibrating on the bed. It depends on your vibration and the spirits that are allowed to interact with you. I keep my vibration high. I try to, but that's why they always sending that fuck shit to me and doing shit because they trying to lower my vibration. I'm not going to let you do it. Man, yeah,
You talking so good, Queen.
man. People don't understand it.
I really wish I knew my blood type. That should be something that you should know off the rip every time you go to the doctor's office.
But they used to teach it to you in schools. Just like they used to have the dentist come out, they used to teach you what your blood type was. You know, and at least in our school, they would set up different things and like tents, and you can go around and you can look in the little magnifying thing, you know, and you see little specimens, and then they teach you what your blood type. That's how they did in our elementary school. I went to a magnet school.
Mm.
I can't remember what the fuck mine is at 42. I ain't gonna lie to you, but they taught it to us.
Mm. I don't think I've ever known. And I kind of don't want to go to the doctor to get my blood checked because they can still lie and tell me that it's something different. So I guess I'm gonna ask my
Yeah.
older soul and see and go from there.
Yes. 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 That's why I feel like we need to start communicating with our oversouls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to readjust my mind and do what the spirit want me to do, and because I'm still human. I'm in
Right.
human form having an experience here. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning as we all are learning. You know what I mean? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning to control me. I'm learning how to control power and magic, and sometimes magic is something that's just completely different. I don't even think we understand the concept of alchemy, because I feel like alchemy is different than magic, but it's the same, but it's different. Now, because I feel like some alchemy is involving elements and different things, you know what I mean? Herbs and elements and different things. But magic, I feel like, is more of a frequency thing. It's different. Magic can be simply speaking something into existence.
Right.
And that's exactly what we should be being taught. Our children should be being taught these things in school.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't our children know agriculture? Why they don't know how to make shit grow?
Mm.
Every time I get a fucking plant, I kill it, and then I be upset. Our children don't know agriculture. They don't agriculture. They don't really know a lot of different things. I feel like is necessity. Why? Because that's where the motherfucking confusion starts at. That's where they confuse your mind. That's where it begins. That's where the fucking begins. What did you really learn in motherfucking Head Start and kindergarten?
How to play with
If
Gino.
that's right. I feel like all of the teachings are bullshit because they're teaching you the things that you're going to need to serve them. They're not teaching
Correct.
you anything that's going to. You hear what I'm saying, Maya? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said correct. I'm agreeing with you.
Mhm. Mhm.
They
Yeah.
won't give you a
They
loan for your business, but they'll give you a loan to go to school for them.
right. Right. Nothing is going to really help you to grow
Mm-mm.
because you don't even know if you're going to be able to use it. Do you know I've been to schools where I'm getting ready to transfer and go to another school, and they just told me, "Oh, those credits don't transfer over.
Yes.
That's not an
Yes.
accredited school." Fuck you
Yes.
mean?
Then why are they open if they're not accredited? Like,
That part.
you spend as much time in school Monday through Friday as you do on a damn job.
and still don't know nothing. And these kids and us, we graduate with these degrees and
For
dropping
what?
out and don't get the degrees, and now we've racked up different bills, and
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. You may now, if you're a nurse, yeah, you may use that. You may
Yeah.
use that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But these other things, they make it so difficult first for you to get a job inside of it. There ain't many jobs that you can't get.
Hmm.
Then you may start at the fucking bottom. You still gonna be a goddamn janitor before you are proving yourself to do anything other than that.
Then your ass damn near croaking at 70 and they tell you now we'll give you your benefits.
Absolutely. Now here's your flowers, bitch. You never got to really do what the fuck you wanted to do in life because you was always chasing a dream. And then once you get a good job, and then all your bills motherfucking go up and shit, you're never ever gonna be
Chasing
set.
a
They're never
dream.
ever gonna allow you to have a clear mind because if you are debt free and a clear mind, you most likely have other shit going on. You're going to have some illnesses or you're going to have some marital issues. Like, it's always going to be something that these energies can find to manipulate you because you're still on their frequency level. You still have not elevated in frequency where they cannot read what you are doing, your thoughts, your mind. They have real fucking quote unquote witches, psychic ability bitches that are trained in nothing but this from the time that they are babies. They're born for this. And they know how to move in and out of dimension.
Hmm.
Ain't no lies being told. Ain't no lies being told.
None whatsoever.
Right, Blue? Blue Flame? That's why Dr. Umar was trying to do the school. And I understood what he was trying to do at that time. But, see, they fell into they plot, they plan, they agenda, and they were able to come in and make some of these men look bad. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And they keep going, they still going, but now it's almost like their reputations are ruined. Let me tell you something. I didn't have a problem with Dr. Umar going and get his dick sucked. If the stripper bitch wants to suck his dick and he got his dick sucked, he got his fucking dick sucked. What the fuck that got to do with him building a school?
Period. Slob that knob.
You
Yep.
hear me? I donated to that, hoping he
Nothing.
could do the school. And he was on my list. If I would have won that 900 or something million, he was on my list. I was gonna help him. I was gonna help him to build that school.
Hmm. Hmm.
But a lot of people just feel like, you know, people don't have a right to fuck, or it's always they always involved in something. It's just another way that Christ is acting to keep your mind occupied on some other shit. I hate these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna
So
lie
it's a
to you. I hate
problem
these
for
motherfuckers.
him to get his peen sucked, but it's not a problem for y'all to have sex with children. Got it.
That's all I'm saying. We, especially, oh my God, the Melanites, they are always over dramatized and, oh my God, they did X, Y, Z. Bitch, well, we already know how y'all get down. Why the fuck is our people so judged so harshly? Because they know how to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I like Dr. Umar to a certain extent of his messages as well, but he get on my nerve always repeating some shit 20 million times. They get on my nerve. Dr. Umar would be like, what starts that? Play house frequencies in class. Play house frequencies in class. Play now. Sometimes I may do it just so you, but this nigga do it every time he's
He
speaking.
does. He's
Every
so
time
passionate
he is
about
speaking,
repeating.
girl, I'd be like, okay,
Mhm.
like knock it off, Umar. Shit, they know they
Queen,
think they can control the frequency.
did you see all of the pregnancy news that's going on this last couple of days?
Uh-uh.
All these celebrities pregnant or wannabe celebrities and then celebrities. revealing their pregnancies and stuff.
Oh wow. No, I didn't see any of that.
So I know you touched
I
on
didn't.
what's his name with the TV show and the new baby on the way. And then I guess yesterday Rihanna and her boyfriend, I guess.
Uh huh. I did see that.
And then the brat and her girlfriend hopped on there and were like, "Oh, we're pregnant too."
That's
I'm
what you know. I do not like her. She irks my
mm,
whole soul.
mm.
Ugh,
Which one?
the brat.
Mm.
Cause I know. I just feel like I don't like that bitch because I know the dirt that she does and how she ignores shit and she knows shit. But as long as she can be relevant with her motherfucking mini of ponytails, bitch, go sit your grown ass down. You know what I'm saying? Get on my fucking nerves, and you know all of the shit that she's doing. I always got something to say, girl. But I
I just
did see that about Rihanna.
it was just so many. Like right after they said their news, and everybody else was like popping out, like, "Oh, I don't know if it was for cloud or just riding the pregnancy wave." But it just seems like I don't know. Are they like ritualistic based, or is everybody really popping up? Or are they telling them when to get pregnant, when you can have a baby, who you could be with? You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of times they do.
Mm.
They control them a lot. So, but I've been knew Rihanna was pregnant. They've been saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They have
she
been
just kept
saying it.
denying it. They were like, no. Oh, they're gonna eat Hobbs in the comments.
I was just about to say that, Mr. Hobbs, man, we waiting on you, man. I got gas. I got, I got gas on it.
It really
Man,
was genuine, Darby. Like I really did bust out coughing after laughing.
I just don't like them, man. I don't like these motherfuckers for real. But it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
He said he been at work all day, Queen. We emailed you, Mr. Hobbs, like probably a week ago. When you get a minute, just respond to it.
Yeah, we waiting on you to respond to the email so we can move forward. We can see what's going on.
I don't either, gaming mom. I thought he liked getting poked more than he liked poking women. So I don't really know.
Who? ASAP Rocky?
Uh huh. I remember
Um,
Papa talking a lot about him. Papa had a lot to say about him.
we probably can get a meditation in. It kind of depends. I'm gonna be moving around tomorrow. Child, some of these little babies, I be like, they be so fine, and I'm like, I'm knowing you probably like 22, child. Your mama be so mad at me.
He said, okay, he will. He didn't see it. He's driving home from work now. Somebody else asked if you have a set limit on how many people can attend Saturday.
No, I have not put a cap on it or anything.
Okay.
I'm so nervous about it. Mr. Fonzo, don't put so much, don't put so much thought into it, 'cause it's gonna happen when it happens. Let me go in here and order my food, child. I'm just sitting here. You definitely want to do it? Okay. Yeah, we sent an email. We just been waiting on your response from it. Because you didn't leave a phone number, we would have, like, text you or something. Because I was going to give you a call, but they said you didn't leave a phone number. So we just had to, reach out via the email. But, absolutely, Mr. Fonzo. I'm about to go here and order my damn food. What do I want? I'm at the Waffle House.
Waffles.
Mmm.
Mm.
Shoot. Probably just gonna get something. I don't know. I kind of wanna some toast and eggs and cheese or something. Yeah,
I'll look
that's
at that
probably
and
what I
leave.
was
Give
supposed
me
to.
a stank patty melt.
You say what?
I was reading. It says steak patty melt, but I saw stank. Give me a stank patty melt.
Somebody else had said a steak, and then I see or steak and eggs or patty milk.
How I see stank?
Stank. I used to didn't care for waffles at all until I started working at the Waffle House,
Oh my god, I
and
love
I
it.
like to get the girl. I like to get the waffles where you put the pecans in it.
Yes, Queen. That's my favorite.
Yes, girl.
Oh, that's my
Cheese, eggs, and
favorite.
onions. Know it's the truth. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The Tuttle House, Texas bacon, patty milk. If I ate meat and shit, I was tasting some of the pork sausage in my mouth. I don't eat that shit, so somebody was wanting it, but it ain't gonna be me, baby. I haven't eaten pork since 2008.
Mm.
I haven't eaten like meat, chicken, beef, any of that. I haven't eaten any of that since 2015 or something like that. 2015, 2016.
Oh, that's good, Queen.
And then I started eating meat again, like a little over two. I mean, not meat, shit, seafood. Oh, and that's where I've been stuck at for almost 3 years now, just trying to shake it and I can't.
Yeah. I get to 90 days and really think I done did something, and you've been off of it for like years and years.
Right. I swear I just heard a man's voice.
Hey,
I
man.
swear I just heard a man's voice. Good for you, Makita.
Mm-hmm.
China Black. Alright, shit. Get up here. If I get lonely before I get to where I'm going, I'll probably come back.
Okay, Queen. Gratitude.
Alright, I love y'all. I love y'all. And
Love you too.
I'll be thinking about some of the life experiences that I can give y'all story time about. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Love y'all too. All right.